Anthony's success isn't only hard work. It's having the right partner like Absa. From funding to guidance, Absa stands with entrepreneurs who dare to dream.
We see your story and we invite you to write it with us. Your story matters. Absa.
You are listening to Citi 97.3 FM, the city's finest.
There can be no other 97.3. No need to change. Keep it tuned to Citi. You're number one. Don't look no further. We've got it all covered. Citi FM.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, my neighbor.
Good morning to life.
Good morning.
Music, talk, inspiration, in perspective.
Express yourself. Good morning, my neighbor.
Citi FM, your station.
It's a refreshing lifestyle.
Citi FM 97.3.
Come on.
Unleashing the power of relevant radio. This is Citi 97.3.
This is the Citi Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation. The Citi Breakfast Show. Rise above the noise.
You are the Lord, strong and mighty.
Citi 97.3.
Our Rock of Ages, hallowed be thy name. Perez Music bringing us to 6:32 on the 18th day of March 2026 in the year of our Lord. It is such a pleasure and an honor to bring you the City Breakfast Show, running live for 21 years, a few months. It will be 22 years in sometime November. Started in 2005. So, 21 years this year. 21 years this year. And of course, your consistency is sometimes more important than your intensity. And we always tell students, it's better to do an hour a day for the whole term than to do 10 hours for the week. So instead of waiting till the last minute to cram everything before the exam, we advise that you be consistent over a longer period of time. It will pay off. There is also a place for intensity. Yes, when you are playing a game and it's crunch time, you have to be intense. But over a long term, consistency pays off over intensity. So practice that piano 10 minutes a day for a whole year. And the many examples we can give, even for athletes and for all those who are in various disciplines, including Richard Sky's Tai Chi. Charlie, you know that for some time they've not been sending me those things again.
They've not been, yeah, because
they realize I don't mind them, so they don't send me Tai Chi again.
But you did it.
Oh, there was some time every week Tai Chi. They will say.
Because I was talking about it.
No, I think they also look at my age. They say this guy, he needs Tai Chi. I didn't even. If I went a Tai Chi comes, I scroll fast. They say this guy is not Tai Chi.
No, but it's really good for you. All you have to do is wake up around.
Long. Maybe we do it, but we don't call it Tai Chi.
4:30.
You know, there are a lot of things we do that people have named though.
Yeah, that.
When you wake up, you can stretch, but Chinese says Tai Chi, so you do some other things like ninja, those things. It's not necessary.
They have made it a wellness discipline, and longevity.
Okay.
You know,
so you do once every day?
Oh yeah.
Tai Chi.
Yes, to keep the body in shape. Because when we are getting to
no, Charlie, we are not small boys again. We are not small boys at all.
And then you wake up one morning and then you hear calf or somewhere.
They say when you hear that ka, don't force, because if you hear it, you can kaka. So when you hear ka, just relax and move gently. If you want to resist and you hey, what is this? It will turn coca. And then it means that coca, it means that so you have to cooperate with the car. It's not easy. You are born in the 90s. Don't use our clean shaven face to decide that we are young. No, Charlie. You know, sometimes people see me and say, this guy, Charlie, we are young, pal. We are young.
Actually, go, man. So if you hear the car, do cooperate with it. Don't struggle with it. Otherwise, you hear coca.
1981, we did. The Rollins, the time Rollins, they doing things, so we did. We say we didn't understand, but we did. I've seen many presidents. Rollins come, Kufo come, Mills come, Mahama come, Akufo Charlie, we still did.
We still did with you.
Charlie, we work. Charlie, we are not small. So yeah, just be consistent.
Yeah,
that's the inspirational message for the morning. And of course, it's sponsored by Absa. Open an Absa Target Save account today. You had the advert. They've helped many people. You can plan towards specific goals, earn interest on your savings, get insurance cover to help protect what you are working towards. So, Absa Target Save is where you should focus your attention for the year. Ghana is building, Ghana is moving, Ghana deserves the best. And now, world-class Zonda Tech is here with one-stop automobile shop with assembly plant with some of the great brands like Sinotrack, Great Wall Motors, and Cherry. We also have dependable light-duty trucks by Forland, and we have world-class construction equipment from Shantui. Shantui, I love Shantui, and Samni Group. Zonda Tech delivers topmost quality brands assembled in Ghana with affordable luxury you can trust. Choose locally assembled excellence. Choose strength. Choose quality. Choose Zonda. Zonda is proud to be associated with the newspaper review on the Citi Breakfast Show. That segment is also sponsored by Fidelity Bank. Switch to Fidelity Bank today and enjoy amazing benefits. Lower interest rates, higher loan amounts, personalized financial support with a broad network of branches. Call 0800 003 355. It's an interactive show. We'd like to hear from you. We've done 2 days of customer feedback. There are some issues that require national attention, so we probably will pause on the feedback today and continue on another day, because the finance minister says we are borrowing to pay salaries. That's not good. And then CAF too have decided to take African football to a new level of ignominy. Charlie, we all watch tournament, we all celebrate, we all enjoy the winner. Then they say they've decided that the people.
Well, let me ask you: has it ever happened in football history before, anywhere in the world?
The only other time that an AFCON was not won the normal way was won by Morocco. The first time they won it as well, they used some very interesting means to win it, because I think at the time, for some reason, the final match couldn't be played or something. So they used some legal means to determine them winners. I stand to be corrected here.
Okay.
And they, this is the thing about law. You people quote the law and say the law is the law. But Sky, sometimes when you apply the law without considering other, that's why you also say all things considered. They are destroying the game. I told you that last time Togo went to Angola. There was a tournament in Angola, and the Togolese team was attacked by rebels through no fault of theirs, and the Togolese goalkeeper was seriously injured. And Togo said they can't continue with the tournament. If I were CAF, I'll say, let's look for a replacement. You know what CAF did?
They suspended them.
They fined them and suspended them. So I think that when you get into CAF, there's some spirits there. It's like Bobo. It's like it just takes over their mind. So we have to go and exercise the spirits there.
It's important.
So I'll let you go into it. Somebody even sent me the law. So now they say Morocco is the AFCON winner.
I find it problematic.
I think the West African football should even withdraw from CAF.
And then what are we going to do?
We're in the new world order. Everybody's doing anything. Trump has decided to do
his own thing.
We can decide that from Senegal to Nigeria, we won't play. What can they do? We will form our own AFCON. We are in 2027, 26. Everything has changed. UN, nothing. WTO, they work. So CAF, we can boycott.
No, but the rules-based order is good.
Oh, the rule-based order is gone. We are establishing new rules.
It is facing challenges.
Yeah.
And
so there are sometimes you must rip things apart to start afresh.
I believe that there are reforms that are needed.
A lot of what makes CAF powerful is because we think football, we can't live without football. Me, because of my teams are not here. I've survived without football for 3 months. I'm not dying. We can live perfect. The only problem is that those who get money from it will suffer. You see, so we're going to if it wasn't that our boys get money from football,
and I mean the broader economy.
If it wasn't that Kudus and Semenyo are doing something like
Charlie,
we can survive without football. So CAF shouldn't think that we are fools. So they shouldn't think that we don't think.
There are problems there. We need to talk about it.
Take it up, man, my brother.
Let me take you to the Ghanaian Times for this morning. Enhancing agri-productivity. Farmer service centers take off Saturday. First phase to cover 11 districts. Comes with a photograph of the President of the Republic, John Dramani Mahama. Also on the front page this morning, Nkonya Bumbula. Residents demand eviction of 8,000 cattle herdsmen. And then also National Blood Service exceeds collection target.
Let me start off with a daily guide. And 6 houses torched as Sampa chieftaincy violence displaces families. That story is on the front page of the daily guide. And Parliament approves 2026 District Assembly Common Fund distribution formula. And Ghana slips in mining investments. That story be seen on page 3 of the daily guide. And then NDC quote goons lock Ejiso Joabin NHIA manager's office.
Let me take you to the Ghanaian publisher. Minority slums repackage land reforms. Comes to the photograph of the Minister for the Sector, the Honorable Emmanuel Kofi Boa. Also, Ashanti Cocoa farmers speak out, bring back our money. And students stranded in UK as government fails to pay tuition.
The Herald newspaper this morning, 85 million Ghana cedis customs tax evasion probe suggests widespread abuse. And they also have a story, new biometric SIM registration to prioritize consumer protection. That is coming in from Sam George. And then 122.8 million duplicated claims under Nitiwo uncovered. And President Mahama unveils independent commission to tackle pay inequities, right? Pay inequities.
The Chronicle says Ghana's mining investment ranking tumbles. Jinapo expresses concern. Also on the front page, illegal miners are my worst enemies. I'll fight them. Achimansa DC is speaking here on the front page. And another person speaking, the IGP is saying, I'll model Ghana Police after Scotland Yard and New York Police Department.
The Republic Press this morning, they have this troubling story. Kaswa Winneba in flames as tanker explosion sparks panic. And then they also have the story where renewed violence hits Sampa as armed thugs burn houses. And then Freddie Blay transferred to hospital after blood pressure spike following court remand.
Oh dear. We wish him all the best. The News Center says this morning, BOG's gold coins yield 27 to 30% gain, but trails 91% global gold price surge since November 2024. Also on the front page, fuel prices surge sharply at pumps, hitting cost of living. Really? Hey, Charlie, we better go. And 6% growth in 2025 lifts economy to 1.43 trillion. What's the word? Yeah, trillion. The 3 trillion.
1.43. Why don't you round it? Round it.
Yes, so 1.4 trillion. Yes,
I don't even know why newspapers have these decimals. When you are in class 5, they teach you rounding of to the nearest 100. What's the point in learning if you can't use it in journalism? 1.4326 billion. What do we need all those?
Let me take you to the Ghanaian point. And the Ghana Armed Forces select first batch of 2,000 recruits. Reporting begins March 18. And the president has been speaking. He says modernizing agriculture is key to Ghana's transformation. The vice president has also been speaking. She says uphold credibility and avoid distortion. And security recruitment expansion not well thought through. That is coming in from Dominic Nitiwo, former defense minister.
Let me tell you about the informer. Come face justice. Kujuyanka tells Oforiata, the two men are on the front page this morning. Let's make ADR work. This is coming in from Chief Justice Paul Bafo Boni. Some other stories make the front page, including the NDC chairman who is busy drinking something here.
The Inside newspaper this morning, Mida boss blows alarm over wasted agricultural asset in 5 regions. And then Health Minister warns against unapproved admissions. And CID opens fresh investigation into disappearance of Tema West NDC constituency women's organizer.
All right.
That's all for the Inside front page.
Finally, from me, the Inquisitor says, for being prudent at Finance Ministry, Dr. Forson targeted for mudslinging. So it looks like some people are not happy with what he's doing, so they want to deal with him, according to the paper. Also, sanction against Magdan Aviation is disgraceful. That's coming in from Franklin Kujo. And Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempe is wishing all Muslims happy Eid.
Okay.
The Daily Analyst, the president is on the move. President Mahama begins nationwide resetting Ghana tour today. And then security services recruitment, reduce medical fees from 1,600 Ghana cedis to 500 Ghana cedis or less. That is coming in from Dominic Nitiwo.
Have you done the daily graphic already?
The Daily Graphic this morning at 3-day Agrotech Fair, President Mahama pushes for radical agric reset. And then economy expands by 6% in 2025. Non-oil sector drives that particular growth. And then same registration will be final, coming in from Sam Nati George.
Let me give you the BNFT quickly. MIDA CEO raises alarm over wasted agricultural assets. Also on the front page, the big one, Q4 2025 growth accelerates to 5.8%. And then also World Bank tax private sector to co-design future workforce.
I'll give you a few website stories. Mahama says, I won't pretend our own people are involved in Galamsey. Also, Ghana's public debt drops to 41 billion 2025. Non-performing loans rise to 18.7% in February despite the year-on-year improvement. And then government to deploy national emolument policy to tackle salary disparity. So lots of headlines around the economy with the president meeting with organized labor yesterday. Meanwhile, the minister for that sector says government will address Clocksack's concerns within 14 days as Clocksack calls off the strike. And there's also an analysis of the factors behind Ghana's rising public wage bill. If you go to Channel 1 News Online, the president is embarking on a nationwide tour to inspect projects and engage citizens. Also, Ghana spent over $8 billion on any sector shortfalls in 9 years. This is the president speaking. And then Muhammad directs comprehensive review of Ghana's pension structure. He also says no full public sector conditions of service review in 2026. If you go to Major Online, they are leading with the CAF story, declaring Morocco AFCON winner with final results overturned. And then MPA boss says fuel relief talks likely if crude hits $120 per barrel. He says we are still studying the market. This is in relation to the rising fuel prices. High Street Journal says mobile money accounts hit 82 million as transactions value nears 450 billion Ghana cedis.
Mobile money accounts?
Yes.
Why people have multiple accounts or
mobile money, but somebody can have an account in MTN and Telecel and Airtel.
All of them.
So somebody may have 3 mobile money accounts.
Wow.
A business may have one, the others. So then the sporting world, Morocco awarded AFCON title after Senegal's win overturned. A quick wrap of African stories. Nigerian president takes action after deadly attacks in Nigeria's Borno state. Heavy rains warning as flash floods continue, claiming Kenyans. Death toll from Ethiopia landslide mounts. There's a dying song. And then Liberia, Sierra Leone leaders meet in Guinea over border crisis. Let's start domestically. The president has been engaging organized labor and saying a number of things about the economy. I think the graphic has a big one on the front page. Let's go with that one. Or the one he did with the agri sector.
Yes, it was the one he did with the agri
sector.
There. So, President Mahama pushes for radical agri-reset. That story can be found in the daily graphic. President Mahama announced the government's plan to establish 50 farmer service centers across the country to provide mechanization and extension support to farmers as part of broader effort to modernize agriculture and drive economic transformation. Now, the president said he would cut the sword for the first center on Friday at the Afran Plains, marking the beginning of a phased rollout of the project. He was speaking during the agro-tech event yesterday.
Sky, yesterday, the president met organized labor, and a number of stories have come out of this. So, for example, Ghana's wage bill exceeds ECOWAS threshold. Finance minister is revealing that Ghana had to borrow 17 billion cedis to pay public sector salaries last year due to high wage bill that exceeds regional thresholds. He disclosed this during a dialogue with organized labor at the Jubilee House in Accra yesterday. According to Dr. Forsen, Ghana's comprehensive compensation to tax revenue ratio for last year was 44%, well above the ECOWAS convergence threshold of 35%. Then he also says Ghana's public sector wages take 39% of our budget. So, Finance Minister has disclosed that compensation for public sector workers remains the largest component of government expenditure, placing significant pressure on other areas of spending. As a consequence, the president is saying that there would not be a review of public sector wages this year, which means they're not going to pay. So this is a no full public sector conditions of service review in 2026 as a result of some of the challenges the government is facing. And then
despite the rising cost of living.
Yeah, because apparently, and that what's even make this thing interesting is that government has also begun recruitment into the public sector. So it's like contradiction, right? So the same story. Minister of Finance has disclosed that the government has begun steps to recruit new personnel into the public sector. This comes even after the revelation that authorities had to secure 17 billion cedis loan to cover wages in 2025. Now, so I don't understand why they are recruiting.
I think there are a number of contradictions there. First of all, is it that we have too many people in the public sector, or that we are overpaying people in the public sector?
Good question.
Or that there are other considerations. We have leak in the system.
I think a combination of all.
Yeah, because they need to tell us the key element.
So the president has announced that.
Yes, the President Mahama unveils independent commission to tackle pay inequities. President Mahama, during that event, announced a major overhaul of Ghana's public sector pay system, declaring 2026 as a transition year from the Fair Wages and Salaries Commission to a new independent emolument commission. That was made yesterday when he met the organized labor.
So, but let me just add this. So the president is saying that because of all the things you've said, 2026 will not be a year for full renegotiation of conditions of service. So I think when organized labor last year agreed to a 9% increase, they were expecting that this year there will be a full review of conditions of service across the public sector, so everybody will get more money. The president and co are saying that looking at all that's happening, they can't do that this year. The economy cannot accommodate it. So they will employ more people, but they cannot review conditions of service for those who are already employed, who want more salary.
Minority slums repackage land reforms. You find that story in the Ghanaian Publisher, but I want to tell you about what Ashanti cocoa farmers are saying. We're told on page 3 of the newspaper Ghanaian Publisher that they are speaking out. So cocoa farmers in the Ashanti region have intensified calls for the restoration of the previous cocoa producer price, arguing that even during the economic shocks of the COVID-19 pandemic, under former President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, the state managed to sustain the economy, pay public sector workers, maintain utilities, and crucially, kept cocoa prices stable. So they want the government to go back.
Now, President Mahama begins nationwide reset in Ghana tour today, and President John Dramani Mahama will from today embark on a nationwide tour to engage citizens, inspect projects, and advance his government reset agenda. The week-long exercise will feature key stakeholder engagement, including a meeting with the organized labor. I think that was what happened yesterday, and the launch of a major agricultural initiative. Disclosing the schedule in a social media post on March 17, Minister for Government Communication said the president had already met the organized labor, and then other meetings will also follow.
Let me tell you about two stories that are related. The first one is on page 2 of the news center. Gold boards coins yield 23 to 30% gain. Now the story is by Elvis Dakwa, and it says the sharp appreciation of the Ghana Citi has significantly tempered what would otherwise have been a windfall or gains for investors in the Ghana gold coin space, even as global gold prices have surged to record levels. Now, since the coin began official trading on November 28, 2024, investors have recorded solid returns, driven primarily by the rally in international gold prices. However, the strengthening of the local currency has offset a portion of these gains, moderating returns in cedi terms.
Well,
but if you go to the front page of the Chronicle, page 3 has details of the story on the front page. We're told that Ghana's mining investment ranking tumbles, and Jinapor is expressing concerns. 2 paragraphs of the story by Jennifer Ambole, and it says Ghana standing as a preferred destination for mining investment has come under renewed scrutiny following a significant drop in the latest global mining investment attractiveness index, prompting concern from the country's immediate past Minister for Lands and Natural Resources, Samuel Abu Jinapor. Now, according to the report, Ghana fell 7 places in the global ranking, dropping from 46th position in 2024 to 53rd in 2025.
Let's now bring you this troubling story. 6 houses torched as Sampa chieftaincy violence displaces families. That story can be found on page 3 of the Daily Guide. And at least 6 houses belonging to traditional leaders and families aligned with the gazetted Sampahene Nana Sangba Jafla II have been burned down in a wave of violence that has rocked Sampa community in the Bono region. Now, the attacks which occurred over the weekend have left several families displaced, with victims losing properties and personal belongings to the fires.
Now, the 85 million cedi customs tax evasion probes suggest widespread abuse. This is the Herald's lead story. It says the Herald has uncovered or gathered fresh details about an ongoing investigation into the 85 million cedi attempted tax evasion scheme involving 12 articulated trucks transporting 44,000 packages of edible cooking oil, tomato paste, and spaghetti. Investigations being conducted under the auspices of the BNI have already resulted in the dismissal of Brigadier General Glover Shong Anand from his post as Commissioner of the Customs Division of GRA with immediate effect. Sources familiar with the probe say the former commissioner has made several appearances before investigations as part of efforts to assist the government's inquiry and address questions surrounding his alleged culpability. More details are given in the story. Then there's I like this article here. It's like an editorial. Normalizing nighttime road construction. And I think it's an interesting one. It says the recent announcement by Ghana Highway Authority to close sections of the Tekwasi Highway due to emergency or ongoing construction sparked understandable concern among commuters. And when you read the editorial, I think it's a good thing to take advantage of the night in construction so that traffic disruption reduces.
Exactly, I agree with that. Bernard, let me take you to 2 related stories. One you find on page 3 of the news center says that fuel prices surge sharply at pumps, hitting cost of living. And I'm saying that the government has to reduce the taxes.
Actually, the MPA boss Edwin Tamaklo, has signaled that government may be forced to make major decisions if global crude prices continue to rise. Speaking on Joy News, he indicated that such a price level, $120 per barrel, for example, would trigger deeper policy discussions at the highest levels of government for possible relief to consumers.
Let me Parliament and remove those unnecessary.
Let me end with the.
Apparently, the taxes make up for. I was speaking to somebody yesterday or 2 days ago.
About the
explanations, huge part of
no, they're saying the tax is not that much.
Okay, so even if it's removed,
that was what Edward Bauer was saying.
It should be removed.
Let me end with the Republic Press and Freddie Blay transferred to hospital after blood pressure spike following court remand. Freddie Blay, former national chairman of the New Patriotic Party, was urgently transferred from police custody to a medical facility for treatment after his blood pressure shot up shortly after being remanded by a circuit court. The development occurred on Monday following his arraignment and remand on unspecified charges.
That was the newspaper review with Samuel Akom and Richard Delaskai. Coming up next is the Citi Business News.
Oh, jump on now. Go. Google me. I want time where you can't park where I don't hear the sound of your car. Why you buy new car?
No, I don't change my car. It be the same ride. It be the fuel way I change. Way one shouts it. Ever since I started using the all-new Excellium Premium Fuel, fortified with 3-in-1 action. Oh, Joe, now my car they run like electric car. No, it's so.
This is the type of fuel where they want to. Because now engine they cost. Where they want for way if I buy it, go protect my engine. And with the small way I buy, I'll go drive, sir.
Absolutely. It's like strapping a turbocharger to your engine and giving it a protector. And what they bust my mind, Seth, be the 3-in-1 action, no? Excellium, they prevent up to 99% of deposit. It be anti-wear, some be anti-corrosion. One pair way now open there.
Hey, so where can I find this magical fuel?
Just head over to any Total Energy service station and your car will thank you.
Hey, then make a finish my go be fast, then rush go Total Energies. My friend, but why your hand my go be inside?
I give you info. Make a feel the go be too small.
Go.
Yo, Anna. Excellium is designed to protect your car engine, decrease fuel consumption, and lower CO2 emissions. Don't say fuel, say Excellium. Choose Excellium, choose quality.
Ghana is building. Ghana is moving. Ghana deserves the best.
And now, world-class vehicles are being assembled right here at home.
Welcome to Zondatech Ghana Limited, your one-stop automobile shop and proud operators of an impressive automobile assembly plant in Ghana. From heavy-duty trucks powered by global giant Sinotruck to premium SUVs and pickups, from Great Wall Motors and Cherry.
From dependable light-duty trucks by Forland to world-class construction equipment from Shantui and Sanibu.
Zondatech delivers topmost quality brands assembled in Ghana with affordable luxury you can trust.
Built to international standards, supporting Ghanaian jobs, driving Ghana's industrial future. Whether you are expanding your fleet, building infrastructure, growing your agribusiness, or upgrading your personal drive.
Choose strength. Choose quality. Choose locally assembled excellence. Zondatech Ghana Limited can be located at its headquarters in Tema. Call Zondatech Ghana Limited on 0501 772222 or 0501 773333.
Zondatech Ghana Limited, proudly assembled in Ghana, driven by excellence.
Ajua, challenge these days, new level crowd. Where did you pass?
Me, pass somewhere. I just switched for a better life. I switched for comfort. Look, your salary deserves better.
Switch?
Yeah.
How do you mean?
I switched my salary account to Fidelity Bank.
Oh, okay.
And that's my jackpot. I get higher loan amounts with lower interest rates, as well as personalized financial support. They gave me a loan to expand my side hustle. And the terms are just flexible.
Wow.
Your salary deserves better.
Oh, my salary deserves better. You see the way you are smiling wide? Yes, I will switch and smile wider.
Your salary deserves better. Switch to Fidelity Bank today and enjoy lower interest rate, car and home loan, personalized financial support, and a smile that lasts. Switch and smile wider. Fidelity Bank. Believe with us.
If I believe with us, Fidelity. If I know I need your side, Fidelity.
This is the Citi Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
So it's time for the Citi Business News, and Nashi Cassis is joining us with the details. Good morning, Na.
Good morning, Bernard. Hello and welcome to the breakfast edition of the Citi Business News, proudly brought to you by MTN, EcoBank and Valex Lease. Coming up, Ghana's public debt stock drops to 641 billion Ghana cedis in 2025, and market watchers expect caution as Bank of Ghana announces policy rate today. Also coming up, World Bank calls for private sector investment to secure renewable energy. I'm Nashika Caesar. Let's settle for the details now. Ghana's fiscal landscape showed significant shifts at the close of 2025, with the nation's total public debt stock standing at 641.0 billion Ghana cedis in December 2025. This is according to the Bank of Ghana's summary of economic and financial data for the period ending March 2026. Here's more.
Ghana's public debt saw a notable decline, dropping from 726.7 billion Ghana cedis in December 2024 to 641 billion Ghana cedis in December 2025, marking one of the sharpest reductions in the country's fiscal history. Month-on-month, debt fell from 644 billion Ghana cedis in November 2025. In dollar terms, however, in US dollar terms,
we do apologize for that insert. That was Natalie Netti's report. Now, as the Bank of Ghana prepares to announce its policy rate today, market watchers are calling on the central bank to exercise caution. In January, the Bank of Ghana cut the policy rate from 18% to 15.5%, marking its first policy move for 2026. The 250 basis point reduction came amid growing confidence in improving domestic and global economic conditions. Speaking to Citi Business News, economist Professor Peter Korte noted that while global events are influencing domestic economic decisions, it is still too early to predict major shifts.
It's early days yet. You have to see the medium-term, long-term impact of what is happening in Iran, in the Middle East. If the war should persist for 1 year, 2 years, like Russia, Ukraine, then we might see. But I think we have reached a stage where our debt levels are not as high as we found in 2022. So the effect might not be the same, in my view. I think they'll be minded by what is happening in the Gulf, so they'll be a bit cautious. It is too early for them to reduce or increase the rates. I think it's better they maintain the rate now and look at what happens in the immediate future.
That was economist Professor Peter Korte speaking there. Now, Ghana's economic expansion in 2025 was largely driven by 5 key sectors, with information and communication corps, gold manufacturing, and transport and storage emerging as the biggest contributors to gross domestic product growth. Latest data from the Ghana Statistical Service shows that information and communication was the single largest contributor to economic growth, accounting for 23.7% of total GDP growth, supported by a strong 20.2% expansion in the sector. Here's more.
The crops subsector followed as the second largest contributor, delivering 19.8% of total growth, with a 7.3% increase in output, reflecting improved agricultural performance during the year. Growth in the mining industry was also supported by strong performance in gold production, which expanded by 19.6% and contributed 16.6% to overall GDP growth. Meanwhile, the manufacturing sector continued to play a significant role in industrial activity, contributing 10.5% to GDP growth after expanding by 5.7%. The transport and storage sector also remained a key growth driver, recording 8.6% growth and contributing 8.5% to overall economic expansion. Together, these 5 sectors accounted for a substantial share of Ghana's economic expansion in 2025, underscoring the increasing importance of digital services, agriculture, extractive industries, manufacturing and logistics in supporting the country's growth momentum. Overall, Ghana's economy grew by 6% in 2025, up slightly from 5.8% in 2024, with the services sector remaining the largest component of the economy.
That was Daniel Odumensa with that Business Desk report. Moving on, the World Bank Group is urging stronger collaboration between government and the private sector to drive energy sustainability in Ghana. The group says this is critical for expanding renewable energy and creating new economic opportunities. Speaking during an International Finance Corporation-led visit to the Alumni rooftop solar installation, the largest in Africa, the Managing Director and Chief Knowledge Officer of the bank, Pascal Donohoe, highlighted the importance of private investment in boosting the country's energy capacity.
That virtual circle is with the government and the private sector working together to further build the renewable energy capacity of the economy of Ghana. By doing that, that improves your energy security, and all of the work that I have seen here is to the long-term benefit of the economy of Ghana as well. This will create jobs, create additional tax revenue, and we want to partner with the private sector here in Ghana and with the government of Ghana to ensure that the entrepreneurial spirit and the technical expertise that we have seen here is supported to deliver a benefit to the people of Ghana.
That was the Managing Director and Chief Knowledge Officer of the World Bank, Pascal Donohoe, speaking there. For his part, the CEO of LMI Holdings, Kojo Eduhene, called for a more favorable regulatory environment to support renewable energy projects and attract additional private investment.
The regulatory environment, we need it to be a more accommodating, to allow the private sector to play a bigger role. If you look at the energy space, at the moment, you've got the public sector in a commanding position.
That was the CEO of LMI Holdings, Kojo Eduhene, there. Now, the Minister of Trade, Agribusiness and Industry, Elizabeth Ofosu-Adjare, has disclosed that the agribusiness policy is set to soon receive cabinet approval. Speaking at the opening of the Ghana Agrotech Fair 2026, the minister stressed government's commitment to positioning Ghana as a leading agribusiness hub through targeted policy support and increased investment in the sector.
Is anchored in a firm policy commitment by your government. I am proud to announce that our national agribusiness policy is about to receive cabinet approval, signaling the highest level of political will to drive transformation of our agricultural and agribusiness sector. This policy provides strategic framework that underpins everything we are doing here today, and it ensures that the momentum generated at this fair translates into lasting systemic change. We are aligned with the medium-term development plan for 2026 to 2029, Feed the Industry program, and the presidential initiative in agriculture and agribusiness. At the continental level, we are advancing the Africa Continental Free Trade Area agenda and delivering on our commitments under the African Union Agenda 2063. We are not building in isolation. We are building as part of a larger African story of transformation, and Ghana intends to lead that story.
Elizabeth Ofosu-Adjare is Minister of Trade, Agribusiness and Industry. Now, on the interbank market today, the dollar is going for 10 cedis 87 pesos, while the British pound is going for 14 cedis 46 pesos, and the euro is going for 12 cedis 49 pesos. And that's it for the breakfast edition of the Citi Business News, proudly brought to you by MTN, EcoBank, and Valex Lease. I'm Nashika Caesar. Many thanks for your company. Do have a great business day.
This is the Citi Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
When Ghana wakes, questions wake with her. Jobs, roads, power, water, policies that touch real lives. From the market woman to the boardroom, from the street to the state house. This is where the nation speaks. This is where leaders are held to account. The City Breakfast Show, the biggest morning show in Ghana. National conversations, real impact. The City Breakfast Show on 97.3 City FM.
Join the conversation on the City Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/City97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/City973, and Instagram at instagram.com/City973 with the hashtag CityCBS.
This is the City Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
Yeah. The 12 for the money about come my way. Go.
Obi Antone Coalition. Obi Antone Coalition. Yeah, be Obi Antone Coalition.
What else?
Corday. Obi Antone Coalition. Obi Antone Coalition. Obi Antone Coalition. Corday.
Memma woni pe bi embu abonfia. Ahopo pro mo ye nyina bu huntia. Oye wo time for jano manivia. Yambu amu amunsi na bumpia.
Se wo be mo anyo menyi na edi.
Many thanks to Nashika Caesar for the breakfast edition of the City Business News. Caleb Kuda here, about to hand you over to the star boy, the man, Isaac Gabi of Today his panel is shining brighter like something, brighter than something. The kickoff is brought to you by Polytank. Have you gotten your Polytank Sumo Super yet? If not, this is your month to save. Get 10% off the premium multi-pool layer Sumo Super Tank from now until the end of Ghana month nationwide. Yes, let's celebrate our heritage together. Built with advanced multi-layer technology and reinforced for superior durability, Sumo Super is designed to last. It gives you peace of mind for your home, your project, or your business. So don't miss this offer. You will save more than 1,000 Ghana cedis. Always the best. That's what Polytank offers you. Just be mindful we don't request for Momo payments online. Now this long vacation, what's your plan? This long weekend, what be the plan? Gabi, you say the good, the Ebri side there. So if you go to Ebri, you don't go to Big Possible Wellness Resort, Gabi, you are lost. That's the first one. So take a quick escape to the cool, peaceful mountains of Ebri at Big Possible Wellness Resort. Whether it's for business, a weekend break, pure relaxation, Big Possible gives you calm, comfort, and fresh mountain air. It's a perfect place to rest and reset, and it's only 30 minutes drive from Accra. Gabi, look sharp. Look sharp. 0200 557 BigPostleResort.com. Book today. Big Postle Resorts, Big Postle Wellness Resort. Please lives here. Now open a Zenith SME account today and unlock powerful solutions designed to fuel business growth. Also enjoy the perks of the Zenith SME business card designed to help you manage business spend and make secure payments for goods and services. With the Zenith SME business card, you will enjoy free customized digital SME trainings, free marketing toolkit, access to Visa practical business skills training, 24/7 access to funds, and so much more. So give your business the boost it deserves. Open a Zenith SME business account today. Sign up for a Zenith SME business card, and you're saying Adona. So jump onto zenithbank.com.gh for more information. Zenith Bank is absolutely in your best interest. Gabi, how can I sponsor Senegal to pursue this Morocco issue legally? Because I know they get this.
You would have to back them solidly.
With everything make sense.
I'm stunned. I'm surprised at that decision by CAF, and I hear Morocco would want to explore the other venues that's taking it to class.
That's Senegal, you mean?
Sorry, Senegal. Yeah, Senegal. Because look, Caleb, if you look at the articles on which CAF stood on to pass that verdict, there's a lot to talk about.
This one,
there's really a lot to talk about.
I don't get it. I don't get it. So there is more on that and so much more with the man with the shiny solar panel. Enjoy.
This is the City Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
It's Wednesday, March 18, 2026. Welcome aboard to Kickoff. Coming up in the next 10 minutes.
Kvaratskhelia for PSG, sending it into Hakimi's Mayulu! 3-0. 8 goals over the 2 legs for the holders. Chelsea heading out of the Champions League.
Right, Chelsea exiting the Champions League. Paris Saint-Germain crushed Chelsea's hopes of Champions League last 16 fight back with a 3-0 second leg victory at Stamford Bridge. So finished 8-2 on aggregates, and then the holders inflicted Chelsea's joint heaviest defeat in 2-legged European tie. More reactions coming up from the Etihad as well, as Citi also failed to progress to the last 16. Plus this.
The bigger point is this: CAF is an embarrassment. That's it. I'm of African heritage. I know about the African Cup of Nations. I've watched it as a kid growing up, and I know players who I've played against who.
Right, many have described it as embarrassing and shocking, that decision by the Confederation of African Football to strip Senegal of their 2025 AFCON title. We'll delve into that story shortly, along with some other major stories. Kickoff is proudly brought to you by Polytangana. I'm Gabriel Fair. Let's get right into it. And Africa's football governing body, CAF, via its appeal board, has ruled in favor of Morocco's protest against Senegal in connection to the 2025 AFCON final that had Senegal walk off the pitch but later returned to complete the game en route to winning the title. However, last night, CAF ruled that in accordance with Articles 82 and 84 of its regulations, Senegal forfeited the game with their actions, and as such lost the game by 3-0 to Morocco, which meant that Morocco have been declared winners at the 2025 AFCON. Here is more.
The CAF Appeal Board made the following rulings. 1. The appeal lodged by the Royal Moroccan Football Federation is declared admissible in form and the appeal is upheld. 2. The CAF Disciplinary Board decision is set aside. 3. The CAF Appeal Board further finds that the conduct of the Senegal team falls within the scope of Articles 82 and 84 of the regulations of the Africa Cup of Nations. 4. The protest lodged by the Royal Moroccan Football Federation is upheld. 5. It is declared that the Senegalese Football Federation, through the conduct of its team, infringed Article 82 of the regulations of the Africa Cup of Nations. 6. In application of Article 84 of the regulations of the Africa Cup of Nations, the Senegal team is declared to have forfeited the match, with the result recorded 3-0 in favor of the Royal Moroccan Football Federation. 7. All other motions or prayers for relief are dismissed.
All right, so that's my colleague Julio Ashiframwa with excerpts of that verdict from the Confederation of African Football. Well, CAF's appeals body didn't only strip Senegal of the title, they also overturned and reduced the number of punishments initially handed out to Morocco by CAF disciplinary body. 1. A Saibari 3-match ban for meddling with Senegal's goalkeeper's towel reduced to 2, and its $100,000 fine set aside completely. The second is the $200,000 fine imposed on Morocco for the conduct of ball boys in the final, reduced to $50,000. The third is a $15,000 fine imposed on Morocco for their fans' use of lasers during the final, also reduced to $10,000. So that's it from what happened yesterday. Well, but Senegal say that they reject the decision of CAF's appeals body awarding the 2025 AFCON title to Morocco, and confirm they will challenge the ruling at the Court of Arbitration for Sport. Now, that verdict from CAF last night has also sparked a widespread reaction, with former England international Nigel Reo-Coker describing it as an absolute embarrassment for CAF. All right, apologies for that. We'll bring you down insert a bit later. Away from that, 3-time World Cup veteran Andre Ayew could be denied a record-extending appearance at the 2026 Mundial after being left out of Ghana's squad for the upcoming friendlies. The Black Stars are set to face Russia on March 27 and 3 days later against Germany. But Ayew's absence has raised fresh questions about the future with the national team. Julio Ashiframwa has more.
Today, Ayew's absence marks a significant moment for Ghana football. The 36-year-old last featured for the Black Stars during the 2023 Africa Cup of Nations in Ivory Coast. He was later called up for friendlies against Nigeria and Uganda in March 2024, but did not play. Member of Parliament for K2 North, Edem Agbana, is among those backing the former Black Stars captain.
And I think he must be included. Let me tell you, one of my regrets from the 2006 and 2010 World Cup is that Eli Kingston did not play. I thought that even with injury and the second one, which was the suspension, he should have been included in the team because we saw how hard he fought for the qualification.
At 36, Ayew is currently playing for NAC Breda, a side battling near the bottom of the Dutch league. And with Ghana's attack evolving, there are real questions about where he fits in. For seasoned journalist Godfred Akoto-Boafo, this international window is too important for experimentation.
So Otuado cannot afford to get it wrong in terms of the composition of the squad, and it will be interesting to see where his mind at, particularly considering the current form of most of his key players. Some are injured, some of them are struggling for minutes.
Some fans believe it is time to move on. Others insist Ayew still has something to offer.
One thing I disagree with Ghana is the dropping of Ayew. Ayew brothers, you see, they are very committed when it comes to call-ups to the Black Stars. I don't see a day where Ayew is being called up and he declined. Never. They are always present for Ghana.
We should call the people that we take to the World Cup. Like Ayew, Jordan Ayew, what this guy is? I say.
All right, so that's some reactions from Ghanaians, and in that report put together by my colleague Julian Ashifriamwa. Well, let's take you back to the CAF story and get that reaction from former England international Nigeria Koka, describing it as an absolute embarrassment from CAF.
The bigger point is this: CAF is an embarrassment. That's it. I'm of African heritage. I know about the African Cup of Nations. I've watched it as a kid growing up, and I know players who I've played against, who've played in it, you know, top world-class players. When you look at the whole situation, everything, it's an embarrassment. There's always been a stigma against the continent Africa and African football, and we've had conversations about AFCON not being taken serious for many years, and it's a tournament that seems to be a thorn to some European managers who have come out and publicly said that they might not sign African players because they don't want to lose them for the January window. There's been other players, other managers, top managers who've made comments about African Cup of Nations and being a burden to them as a manager. For me now, when you look at this situation right now, it's an absolute embarrassment for CAF. It's another reason where people will talk down on this competition and look down on it and have this negative stigma attached to it.
All right, away from that, let's get to the UEFA Champions League results. Last night, Chelsea suffered their joint heaviest defeat in a two-legged European tie, losing 8-2 on aggregate and 3-0 on the night to European champions Paris Saint-Germain. Kivisha Kvaratskhelia opened the scoring after just 6 minutes, with Bradley Barcola doubling PSG's lead with a second shot of the game in the 14 minutes. You hear from Chelsea boss Liam Rosinia.
It's not an admission. It's a reality of where the group are. They've played over 100 games in 18 months. They've had no break. In terms of the international games, the travelling that, say, as João Pedro, Enzo Fernandez and Moi Caicedo do to South America, it's not an excuse.
All right, so that's Chelsea boss Liam Rosinia. On the part of PSG, we hear from one of the goal scorers, Kivisha Kvaratskhelia.
Yeah, of course, it's very important when you come in this amazing stadium, in amazing atmosphere, to win the game. It's very important for us, and we just have to gain our confidence back. So it was our important win tonight, and we are very happy about that. But we have to continue. We know that we have a lot of game ahead, so we just have to be focused for our next games.
You have such good options in your team. You're part of those great options the manager has. In terms of how you set up today, will be a statement against a good Premier League side. Do you feel equipped as a group to go far in this competition?
Yeah, of course. We know that we are capable of everything. We can do it because we already did in the last year. But of course, it's difficult.
All right, so that's PSG forward Kivisha Kvaratskhelia. At the Emirates, goals from Eberechi Eze and Declan Rice helped Arsenal comfortably beat by Leverkusen 2-0. Arsenal will now play Sporting in the last 8. At Etihad, captain Bernardo Silva's first half red card proved critical as Vinicius Junior's double helped winners Madrid heap more misery on Man City. Later today, Barcelona take on Newcastle at 5:45 p.m. Bayern Munich up against Atalanta. Liverpool take on Galatasaray, and then Tottenham up against Atletico Madrid in the UEFA Champions League. The matches will kick off at 8 p.m. and that's the very latest in the world of sports. For more, you can head to citysportsonline.com and on X at City Sports JHA. Kickoff was proudly brought to you by Polytangana. I'm Gabi Affair. Enjoy the rest of your day. Do take care of yourself and bye-bye.
From now to the end of Ghana month, Polytank is celebrating with you. We are giving you over 1,000 Ghana cedis for free on our premium Sumo Super range of water tank in celebration of Ghana. Sumo Super is designed to last, giving you peace of mind for your home, project, or business. Don't miss this limited time offer. Visit any Polytank outlet today. Ask for Sumo Super and save over 1,000 Ghana cedis. Polytank, the original, always the best. Panono Ankasa. Beware, Polytank does not request for Momo online.
There's always that friend, neighbor, or family who is always welcome at Iftar time. And of course, there is always enough tea. Because tea isn't just for drinking, it's for catching up, cracking jokes, and sharing moments. Lipton tea, for togetherness and those warmly welcomed visits. Ramadan Kareem from Lipton.
This advert is FDA approved.
Okay, I'll see you soon. Why, baby? Hey, my me say enra my boyfriend akwesi obo *959# when the phone so. Na we win.
Anita, I don't want doggy park.
Oh, wonso a. Akwesi asanso aba number 1. Yeah, mo adwen na ho. And there was so ye me show papa bi. Na me de tossa me short sexy dress no. Na me sesa me tea. Na me ye me nails no so come on. Oh, no. Me fa uba. Make a do some small 1-2 rounds be answer me during ho. Na we tria. Hey, Nana so he for order. So Chinese any wine papa bi. And they mean this I check no.
Hey, Anita.
Na sa ni mia when you TV bi no. I also say sound. Not to prepared. Na me chilly AC mu. I no go fit sweat like that. See fine girl.
Hey, Anita.
Jesus.
Baby I want to know jina wa. Mr. Remember dial *959#. Oh, iPhone app akotoma ono. Na wanga senya usika so ate.
Sister, next time kati call no what? Dial *959# and I call 590mobile.com.gh. Not to be 590 mobile. Ed down some.
This is the City Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
The Money Matters segment is brought to you by Petra. Petra, achieve more.
Welcome to the Money Matters segment with Petra. Some of us avoid checking our accounts because we don't want to see the numbers. But avoiding it doesn't reduce stress, it increases it. Clarity may feel uncomfortable at first, but it brings control. And when you know exactly where you stand, you can make better decisions. At Petra, we help you move from confusion to clarity with simple, practical guidance. A financial advisor is standing by to assist. Dial *447 *70#. Let's do life together. Petra, achieve more.
The Money Matters segment was brought to you by Petra. Petra, achieve more.
Join the conversation on the City Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/City97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/City973, and Instagram at instagram.com/City973 with the hashtag CityCBS.
We want jobs, right? We want opportunity. It starts with what we eat.
When we eat Ghana rice and buy local chicken, we create jobs for our own people, not for importers.
Eating Ghanaian food isn't just a meal, it's a statement of independence, pride, and progress. Eat Ghana, build Ghana, our food, our future. The Eat Ghana, Build Ghana campaign is supported by Agri-Impact Limited in partnership with the MasterCard Foundation and the 24-Hour Economy.
What are you paying for? A delicious meal at the restaurant? Do it with SG Ghana Visa Card. Buying fuel for your car? Do it with SG Ghana Visa card. Shopping online or at the mall? When you need to pay, do it with SG Ghana Visa card. With a large network of merchants and payment points, the SG Ghana Visa card is your secure and convenient way to get things done in Ghana. You can also use the SG Ghana Visa card for secure online purchases. Make your life easy and use your SG Ghana Visa card today. To find out more, call 0302-214-314. That's 0302-214-314.
Societe Generale Ghana, the future is you.
Introducing Yomi Pina Colada and Peach, our newest addition to the Yomi family. Life is full of choices, so here are more Yomi flavors to spoil you for choice. Go on, choose great taste, choose nourishment, choose the new Yomi Yogurt Pina Colada and Peach. And always remember that the choices we make today shape our tomorrow. Yomi, a nourishing choice. Yomi Yogurt Pina Colada and Peach. More quality products from Amigo Ghana Limited. This advert is FDA approved.
Whether you're buying water from your favorite spots in Osu, shopping online for the latest styles, or booking your next getaway to Dubai, MasterCard gives you the freedom to pay your way. Insert, tap, swipe, click. So many options, yet so easy. With layers of security protecting every payment, your money stays safe. From Trotro to travel, MasterCard connects you to the life you've earned and the one you dream of. Ask your bank for MasterCard today. MasterCard. Safe, convenient, priceless.
Join the conversation on the Citi Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/Citi97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/Citi973, and Instagram at instagram.com/Citi973 with the hashtag CitiCBS.
The Citi Breakfast Show. Rise above the noise.
The power of relevant radio. This is Citi 97.3.
The city's biggest conversation.
Citi 97.3. Accra.
This is the Citi Breakfast Show.
7:37 on the City Breakfast Show. A beautiful one coming in from Wiala. And it's a good one to ride on to wish a number of people a happy birthday and a good morning. So happy birthday to Charles Jojo Kwansa, Oga of Jojo Motors Exhibition and so on. To Rabina Sika Antobre of Tech or Teaching Aid School, a climate advocate and a born artist. We love you so much from Daddy Sika Antobre Esquire. To Rabina Sika Antobre. Happy birthday to Efua Frimpong of Siga and president of the Brie Girls 2001 year group, who are celebrating their 25-year anniversary this year. An awesome woman wonderfully crafted by God's own hands. From Kojo, Inshira, Adom and Aseda Frimpong, and the entire family in Ghana and around the world, as well as friends from the Church of Pentecost, Achimota English Assembly. You inspire us every day, and may God reward you always for your kindness and stewardship. Coming in from your husband Kojo to you, Efua Frimpong, Big Posu Hai Nyamini Hene, correct one. Happy birthday to my safe space, my biggest supporter and my forever person. You make life so much easier and so much more beautiful. Thanks for being you. This is to Abdul Mumin, the DMD of GMPC Exploco. From your beautiful wife and kids. Message: may Allah bless you with long life, good health, and endless happiness. I pray I keep celebrating you like this for many, many years to come. Love you always. Abdul Mumin of GNPC. Happy birthday to Joseph Oliver Bowers, CILT Ghana's Vice President Maritime and the National Secretary of Pojoba. Wishing you a fantastic day filled with joy and a year ahead of continued excellence in the maritime and logistics industry. Thanks for your dedicated service and wonderful leadership. This is from the Pojoba fraternity. This is the John's Old Boys Association.
Right.
Yeah, Pojoba. More coming in. Happy birthday to Honorable Isaac Boamanyako Esquire and Mrs. Harriet Boamanyako. Congratulations on your 25th wedding anniversary. Your union is a wonderful example of love, strength, and partnerships. Honorable Isaac, your guidance and inspiration have greatly shaped me, and I'm deeply grateful. This is coming in from Clement of GRA Customs. To Honorable Isaac Boamanyako.
Right. And Joshua Kwao is wishing his wife, Mrs. Jessica Nyonyo Kwao, a very blessed birthday. Thank you for your daily support to the family. Thank you for making the house a home. You are one in a million. Jessica, Jason, Jasmine, and I say we love you so much. We thank God for your dearest life. And this is coming from your husband, Joshua.
All right, so it's 7:41 and a couple of quick announcements. Imagine walking into the serenity every day, surrounded by nature's beauty and luxury at your fingertips. In a gated environment, we're talking Western Villas, Ayi Mensa, where our stunning homes redefine elegance. Each home is a masterpiece, from swimming pool, gym, playground, beautiful landscape gardens, and private balconies, making every day feel like a retreat. Reserve Western Villas 3 or 4 bedroom luxury gated homes at Ayi Mensa with 5% deposit from now till 31st March. We also have executive plots for sale at Katamanso and Chopoli. Call Western Villas on 053-650-2295 or visit westernvillas.com for more information. In today's world, your device is your lifeline, so when it breaks, everything slows down. That's why tech therapy is existing for proper diagnostics, skilled technicians, and privacy and professionalism guaranteed, where your data stays safe if you come to us. Don't let your device issues stress you out. Call Tech Therapy on 025-611-1790. We're at East Legon 24 Garden Road near ANC Mall, or go to techtherapy.africa for more information. Exim Bank's 10th anniversary programs continue next week at the Kempinski Hotel, 25th to 26th March. The President will be chairing or being the special guest for the international conference on a decade of enabling export trade and industrial transformation. Call 020-854-1480 for inquiries, or log on to eximbankghana.com for more information. First Atlantic Bank takes a new bold form. We are now a PLC listed on the Ghana Stock Exchange. Becoming a PLC strengthens our accountability, deepens our credibility, and positions us to serve families, businesses, and communities even better. First Atlantic Bank now a First Atlantic Bank PLC. We're leading with integrity, customer centricity, agility, resilience, and excellence.
And your car takes care of you every day. You have to do same. Protect it with a comprehensive motor insurance policy with SG Ghana Sound Drive. You will get free fuel coupons as reward. You can also get exciting branded souvenirs, and it's a promo that's running till the end of this month. And there's a smart drive policy, third party policy with an extra layer of protection and benefits. So let's help you take care of your car. 0302-214-314 is the number to call. Walk to the nearest SG Ghana branch to buy or renew your motor insurance policy today. Societe General Ghana, the future is you. Jonathan Syme is a living proof that insurance can actually reward you. He's the first raffle winner of the Insurnaturally motor insurance promo by Enterprise. He's simply so you just buy or renew your motor insurance with Enterprise Insurance and stand a chance to win big. A sponsored ultimate football experience, free fuel coupons, airtime, and branded souvenirs, just as Jonathan Syme is doing. His practice bags and he's living for the ultimate football experience. So do this now. We are running this promo, is running till May. We're doing this on the NLS Caritas Lottery platform. Terms and conditions apply. Enterprise Insurance is your advantage. And if you're a driver whose vehicle is constantly on the road, you know the pressure that fuel cost and frequent oil changes can put on your budget. Shell, the world's #1 global supplier of lubricants, understands this. That's why they've reduced the prices of lubricants for you. So you have Shell Remula, you have Shell Advance, and Shell Helix. From March 1, they have reduced the prices. Enjoy longer drain intervals, superior engine protection, and smoother gear shift, all while saving some money. Visit your nearest Shell station for your next oil change. Shell lubricants designed for ultimate engine performance. So at Life Source International School, we don't just teach girls, we raise leaders, we develop industry creators and not just job seekers. That's why we're inviting you to bring your girl child to this unique all-girl international school experience. We are focused on STEM and entrepreneurial education. Cambridge Checkpoint JSS 1 through A levels are encouraged to apply for this one-of-a-kind opportunity in Ghana. Hands-on STEM learning, entrepreneurial career path, and 7 habits of leaders. Girls develop confidence, discipline, and critical thinking skills. We prepare them for life, not just exams. Where are we located? We are at the Apam Junction. It's a safe learning environment. Affordable tuition is what you get. Plus, we have scholarship opportunities for 2025 and next year as well. So locate Life Source International School at Apam Junction. This number is what you call 055 955 2263. LifeSourceGhana.org is where to find us online. Give your daughter an education that builds leaders. Enroll today. Life Source International School. We're inviting you.
this is a City Breakfast, so 7:48. I wasn't going to do a consumer feedback, but this one is quite an emergency, so I'm just going to read it quickly before I come to the main issues for the day. I'll find it. So the gentleman sent me a message. He says, "Good morning, better than team. I've sent you a troubling video of a heap of used car tires right below a tension pole at Jolu traffic light. I stand to be corrected. If a fire should break, from what I see, we don't have the technology to control this type of disaster. Use your noble medium to bring this to the attention of the Ghana Fire Service, GridCo, ECG, National Security and Ghana Police Service to move to site and ensure the right thing is done. Thank you for your kind attention." So what I've seen is that they've heaped car tires.
This is like opposite NPA.
I think so.
Yeah, there's some garage next to it. If you're coming from Fiesta Royale.
He just said Jolu traffic light. Okay. I suspect that's where it is. Yeah. But there's a lot of used car tires which have been dumped underneath.
Under the pylon.
Yes.
Yeah. This is close to where they have some excavators parked as well.
Yes. I think the challenge is that if this should catch fire, it's going to cause a serious problem.
Right.
So this listener is asking for these tires to be moved.
Mm-hmm.
And I agree with him. I'll forward the video to you. All right, so I'll forward the video to you guys so you can also follow up with your own sources. But the heap of used car tires underneath a high tension pole, if fire should happen, it's going to cause a major problem. So please deal with it.
And a glorious birthday to my friend, permanent roommate, lawyer Sam Iroko. Thank you for being there for us. I pray for God's blessings and strength for you from your wife, Comfort Iroko, to lawyer Sam Iroko.
Yesterday was a birthday of Kwabena Wilson, who is our online editor. Happy birthday to you, Wilson.
We are going, heaven knows where we are going, but we know we will get there. We will get there. Heaven knows how we will get there. We know we will get there.
I'm just bringing you Yala because I'm so angry with the things I'm hearing about CAF that
this one helps you cool down.
I'm telling you, but I want to be objective, so I'll defer to Richard Sky on some of these things because there are some legal issues involved.
Right.
What I'm going to do though is to read the statement that the Senegal Football Federation has sent in response to the decision of the Confederation of African Football. So if you just tuned in, Morocco has been awarded the AFCON title after CAF overturns the result. Now, so let me read the story from BBC just for context. Morocco has been declared the winners of 2025 AFCON after the Confederation of African Football overturned the result of the final following Senegal's controversial walk-off. Senegal beat Morocco 1-0 in the final on January 18 in a match that was overshadowed when the Senegalese players refused to play after the hosts were awarded stoppage time penalty with the match goalless. Following a delay of about 17 minutes, the players did eventually return, and Brahim Diaz's penalty was saved before Senegal's Papa Gueye scored an extra time winner. However, the result has now been overturned after a decision by an appeal board at African football's governing body. A statement from CAF said Senegal are, quote, declared to have forfeited the final match, with the result of the match being recorded as a 3-0 in favor of Morocco. The Senegalese Football Federation said it would appeal against CAF decision at the Court of Arbitration for Sport, calling it unfair, unprecedented, and unacceptable decision, which brings discredit to African football. The decision follows an appeal by the Moroccan FA, which CAF said it declared admissible in form and was upheld. CAF added that through the conduct of his team, Senegal infringed on Article 82 of the regulations of the African Cup of Nations, and as a result, Article 84 became applicable. Now, Article 82 states that if a team refuses to play or leaves the ground before the end of regulation time without the referee's authorization, it will be considered the loser and eliminated from the competition. Article 84 complements this provision, stating that any team that violates Article 82 will be permanently eliminated and will lose the match 3-0. A statement from the Moroccan Federation said their decision to appeal the final result was never intended to challenge the sporting performance of the team, but was a request for the application of the competition's regulations. Quote, the Federation reaffirms its commitment to respecting the rules, ensuring clarity in the competitive framework, and maintaining stability within African competitions, the FRMF statement added. It also wishes to commend all the nations that took part in this edition of the AFCON, which has been a major moment for African football. Now, let me read the Senegalese response press release. The Senegalese Football Federation, FSF, has taken note of the notification of the decision rendered on March 17, 2026 by the Appeals Board of the CAF in the case DC 23316. This procedure follows the complaint filed during match number 52 of the Total Energies AFCON, Morocco between Senegal and Morocco. By this decision, the CAF Appeals Board declared the appeal of the Royal Moroccan Football Federation, FRMF, admissible and accepted it. In doing so, the body overturned the decision that had been rendered by CAF Disciplinary Board on the grounds that the appellant's right to be heard had not been respected during the initial proceedings. The Appeals Committee also determined that the conduct of the Senegalese team fell under Article 82 and 84 of the African Cup of Nations regulations. Consequently, CAF declared that the FSF had violated Article 82 and awarded the match by forfeiture to Senegal, with a recorded score of 3-0 in favor of Morocco, pursuant to Article 84. The Senegalese Football Federation denounces this unfair, unprecedented, and unacceptable decision which discredits African football. To defend its rights and interests of Senegalese football, the Federation will initiate an appeal as soon as possible before the Court of Arbitration for Sport in Lausanne. The FSF, which is Senegal Football Federation, reaffirms its unwavering commitment to the values of integrity and sporting justice and will keep the public informed on developments in the matter. You need to remember that Senegal were fined. I think both sides were fined for their conduct on the day, and the referee declared the match as having been won by Senegal within the stipulated time.
There's feedback from all of us.
Yeah, I had wanted to get somebody to read the law, but I think it's clear here. I don't know. I don't know what the lawyers think on this, but I don't know.
Can I bring you Claude Leroy's take on this one?
Yes, give me some feedback.
So Claude Leroy protests...
Former coach of many teams.
Exactly. He's protesting CAF's decision to strip Senegal of AFCON title. So he's former Cameroon, Senegal and Ghana national team coach. And he has openly come out to castigate the decision by Confederation of African Football to take away the 2025 AFCON title from the West Africans and give it to Morocco. Senegal beat Morocco 1-0. This background we already know. And consequently, the Senegalese Football Federation was found to be in breach of regulations due to its team's conduct during the final. The sanction was immediate and drastic. Senegal was declared the loser by forfeit, and the match was officially awarded to Morocco with a 3-0, thus granting them the continental title. I couldn't imagine for a second that the CAF could go so far down this path of absurdity. But when you see how the CAF is run today by Patrice Motsepe, who is essentially essentially Gianni Infantino's lucky. You understand certain things better, said Leroy. From the start, some were determined to give the cup to Morocco. Yet, even though Morocco had a very good AFCON and deserved to go far in the competition, in the final, it was clearly Senegal who were the better team. No one could have imagined that we would hear such a decision 2 months later. He added, we are in the middle of an election period, so we can imagine all sorts of things happening, only to ultimately decide that Morocco is the champion. I think this isn't over yet, and Senegal will eventually have its rights restored. Now, the disciplinary proceedings didn't end with a final. The case of the Moroccan midfielder Ismail Saibari was also reviewed on appeal. He was found guilty of unsportsmanlike conduct in violation of Articles 82 and 83(1) of the Disciplinary Code, and the player nevertheless saw his sanction reduced. Initially heavily penalized, Saibari ultimately received a 2-match suspension in CAF competitions, one of which was suspended. $100,000 fine imposed on him, however, was overturned. So this is some feedback from Claude.
I feel a lot of right-thinking people are angry. I mean, I saw it before I slept yesterday, and I was just so angry. And I felt like I don't want to go to bed angry, you know. And I was wondering why it upset me so much. But maybe when we come back, you can read the laws. I think African football is not being run well, honestly. I mentioned the Togo issue to you, the Cabinda issue. It's like the CAF. Yeah,
Its own reasonability.
Come on, guys. You know, Sky. And you know, the when we come back, because I'm even told that the referee's power, according to FIFA, if a referee in the course of a game makes a decision, rarely are the decisions overturned. Because the referee had his wits about him.
Yeah.
He observed the walkout. The players came back. The penalty was taken. So why do you award the match to Morocco? You know, for me, it's like the whole governance in Africa is poor. And it's reflecting even the way football is governed, honestly. I think West African countries should boycott CAF. Oh, Charlie, what will we die? Has anybody died from not playing football?
I think we should not make it West African countries. I think all right-thinking countries, who object to this misapplication or abuse of the rules, should take the necessary steps to put pressure on CAF to do what is right. But let's temper that with the fact that there's an opportunity to appeal this decision further and ensure that the right thing is done. My view is that CAF has decided to rigidly apply the rules, and they did so in excess of what they really have the authority to do in the circumstances. Because, as you said, the rules say that if a team says that it's no longer going to play without the authority of the referee on the field, then you apply the rules. Now, on the day that this thing happened, we saw that when they left, the referee continued to urge them to come back.
Sadio Mane actually went to the players and
called them to return. What it means is that officially, the game ended in the eyes of the referee. There was no unofficial walkout, which would have given rise to the sanctions that CAF decided to apply. And in any event, if Morocco had cause to believe that the referee was wrong, they could have protested there and then that they were not going to abide by the said decision and that they were not going to, take the penalty. They agreed to take the penalty. In other words, they acquiesced in the context of the game, played the match fully, lost the game fair and square, only to appeal subsequently that, look, we don't believe that we lost this game in line with the rules, and therefore there should be a remedy. I think that if you apply all reasonable notions of what is proper judicial conduct to this particular matter, I don't think that, fairly speaking, Morocco ought to have been.
We'll come back to this because I feel like we have to have a proper conversation about football because we invest so much emotion in it, and if it's not properly managed, it will just
say some of us, not all of us invest.
I know. You are just your life is good. 2 minutes past 8. Let's bring you tech and social media trends. Sponsored by.
It's brought to us by Telecel.
Edwin Kwakufi is here, I'm sure, with additional files.
Yes, obviously that's the biggest issue
in the world right now on social media. Sometimes trending along with Senegal, Morocco, and CAF, disgraceful, shameful. Those are the terms people are using on social media because they feel this decision to strip Senegal of the African Cup of Nations title, it flies in the face of the tenets of football, and that you can't win such a major trophy off the field of football. So people are complaining bitterly about it. Some of the conspiracy theories have also come out that Morocco are looking to pull out of hosting a lot of CAF's competitions.
They should go.
Yes, no. So that people are suggesting that may have influenced CAF's decision.
Possible.
Because Morocco basically has held CAF down in the last 5 years or so, hosting a number of tournaments when other countries pull out. They're also looking at pulling out of hosting the Women's African Cup of Nations, which is why the tournament has been moved from it should have been played at this moment to after the World Cup. So people are saying that.
But why didn't CAF sanction them for that one?
Well, they haven't officially done so yet. CAF has moved the tournament. That's the official news from CAF, that the tournament has been moved. But
Africa now, we are not serious.
Exactly. So people are saying that Morocco holds some sort of subconscious power over CAF.
But it's not conspiracy theory. This is clear for everybody to see. I mean, what is conspiratorial about this? This is clear.
Well, that's what a lot of people say. But I think the large number of people are very upset because the tournament had already been decided. The two teams had been punished for their what they did in the final.
I know it's one of the highest viewed finals.
Yes, it is, and it overcomplicates an already chaotic final of the AFCON. So people are not happy all around the world. But the feeling is that CAF may not, their arguments may not hold water because, as you've already said, the match ended. The referee prepared and presented a report of the match being completed. Morocco went ahead to take the penalty, went ahead to complete the match. So there's no, in theory, no walk-off from Senegal. They haven't forfeited the match because
so will Senegal return the gold medal sentence?
That's
one for the players.
But it's not done.
It's not done. So we're waiting for the appeal.
They'll appeal it.
Yeah.
I will return it too.
You keep it.
Yeah. So one other opinion being shared is that CAF wants to take itself out of the decision making to not upset Morocco and give that final decision to either CAS or FIFA to eventually hand the title officially to Senegal, so that they can have an excuse for Morocco in case the Moroccans are upset, which they clearly are. Even the Moroccans aren't celebrating on social media.
But how do you celebrate such
because
I mean, which reasonable human being would want to win a tournament by such a means?
Yeah, and just as you mentioned before the newspaper review, the last time they won,
there was something. It was in 1970 something.
Yeah, it wasn't the normal format.
Yeah.
Yes, it was.
There was some, either they used they had some playoff or something.
League phase formats after the initial group stages. So they won by topping a certain.
So they didn't actually win the trophy the normal way.
Yeah, the normal way.
So it looks like that's their life.
So there was some controversy.
No, I think that would be unfair.
Yeah, so that's the major thing in the world right now. We'll bring you updates as it goes on. Second, we'll stay with football for this one. The UEFA Champions League. Last night's match.
CAF has come to save some people.
Exactly.
Brutal.
So yeah, Manchester City eventually knocked out.
No, he said he was working on some brief.
Arsenal went through.
I was dealing with some matters here.
I
woke up this morning. I slept for just 2 hours. I woke up and then my feed was Charlie. People were sending all kinds of things.
What's happening here?
Charlie, it's whatever too. What kind of
Charlie, Leroy Lozano, are you a black coach? They give you chance to manage Chelsea. Manage the team small so that money will come home. See the thing I do.
On top of that,
Charlie, his father is originally from Sierra Leone. Leroy Lozano.
Yeah.
You've gotten Chelsea to manage. You manage it small.
8-2.
Charlie, 8-2.
What kind of embarrassment is that?
Yeah. was bad. Conceding so early in the game, it just messed everything up. So, apart from Chelsea, Man City couldn't complete a comeback.
So they collect 2-1,
yes,
5-1 on aggregate.
They also beating 2-1. Arsenal actually managed to go through against Leverkusen, winning 2-0.
Today, there are more English teams to collect.
At least there was one team that managed the comeback, Sporting Lisbon. They were down 3-0 after the first leg. They won 5-0 in the second leg to qualify 5-3. So at least one team.
It is possible.
It was possible last night. Okay, so we move on from the UEFA Champions League to Nigeria, just our neighbors Nigeria, where a federal high court in Warri, Delta State,
Warri, sorry, that's how they call it.
Warri, no, the chop last.
Warri,
the carry last.
Has ruled that Nigerians have the constitutional right to record police officers performing their duties in public.
Of course.
So this is a major precedent for holding the police accountable in their duties, because we know the issues Nigerians have been having with the police, where anytime they try to record an incident, they are either arrested, their phones are seized. We have this same issue
in Ghana.
But a court has officially ruled that it is unconstitutional for any person to have their phones or devices seized if they are trying to record the police in the performance of their duty. So that's a major.
The police have body cams
here in Ghana, where
Nigeria.
Okay, yeah, I mean, that should be the general position of the law. And in any event, if you have concerns about what may have been recorded, and you believe that the person who recorded infringed the law,
there's a way to go.
Due process, not bring the phone.
Come on,
the person
no,
you're completely wrong. Completely wrong. Bring your password.
You don't know how police talk to people. Bloody fool.
Yeah, you're bloody fool. Come on, lose down. Go inside.
You don't know. Bloody fool. It's intimidation. Wow.
But that's fun to do, isn't it?
No, bloody fool.
Yeah. It's actually bloody fool.
Yeah, man.
You know the Kajaka days where we know they understand. So,
come on, lose down.
Come on, lose down. Go inside. The small boy is the
Oh my God.
So
lose down means that you should take off all your and stay in your jogoto.
Good morning to some George.
So this arose from an incident involving a lawyer, Maxwell Uwafo, who encountered a group of policemen who stopped his car, ordered him to get out, and were being rough, as Sky demonstrated recently. They were being rough, and then he started recording. He took out his phone to record. They initially warned that they will take his phone away and detain him, arrest him for that. He continued, and then they took his devices. Obviously, he went to court over the issue, and the judge has ruled in his favor.
God bless the judge.
Yeah, hopefully we apply the same in Ghana
but
as
with
well.
circumspection, because in as much as you have your right to record and it's your phone, which is your property, you want to appreciate the mood of the situation, because you could be putting your own life at risk.
Some people are not correct.
Exactly.
It's true.
Yeah.
By the time you finish saying the law, no, you're on the other side of creation.
so during
no, it's true. I think it's right. So you have the law, but you have to.
There was something I learned when I was doing investigative journalism training with the World Bank support and all of that. The lecturer made it clear that if the project is too dangerous, don't do it.
That's all.
It's a rule that I've gone on to teach other journalism students.
If the project is too dangerous,
don't do it. In other words, if it will lead to your life,
endangering your life,
exactly, don't
always
do it.
Have a backup.
Yeah, because there was somebody who would always step into your shoes if you are dead and gone, right? So always gauge the situation.
Yeah.
If you can get the result removed from where you are, the scene of action, go far away.
Don't go and risk your life. So the court has ruled, so now we can film anything.
Yeah. So
that's what he's saying.
But the police provided body cams.
That's Nigeria.
That's Nigeria.
Yeah, Nigeria.
In Ghana, they are supposed to have.
It's a thing we don't have anyway.
Yeah, that's a major thing. Okay, so I'll combine my final trending issue with tech news. And yesterday, the NTA held a stakeholder engagement over the new SIM registration. Sam George says we shouldn't call it the SIM re-registration. Says it's the SIM registration. And then the minister himself, the sector minister, Samuel Nate George, he has been saying a number of things. He reiterated that there won't be long queues for this registration. People will be able to register from wherever they are. He says this was done to ensure that people who initially registered with other people's Ghana card details won't be able to keep those SIMs for the current registration as well. He says they expect this one to be the last such registration in the country. He advised people not to register other people's SIMs, because if your the SIM is found to be engaged in Momo fraud or any other illegal activity, the SIM will be blocked. The phone device will be blocked as well, and your Ghana card that was used to register that SIM will be flagged. If it's found to have been engaged in multiple acts of fraud, then the Ghana card will be blocked, and you will not have access to any service that requires you to have the Ghana card.
Well, I have a question. So is there a limited exercise, or this is
it's ongoing? It's ongoing, and you do it at the comfort of your home.
So then it is indeed re-registration.
When are they starting? They've not started it because they said the legal amendment is still going through some processes, so they've not.
I think Sam George is basically trying to argue that the previous exercises were not, in his view, strictly speaking, proper SIM registration exercises, because they did not achieve their intended purpose. So this is the true way of doing it, and therefore we should not call the previous ones registration exercises. But this one,
his point was that people are saying it's SIM re-registration.
Because it's re-registration, strictly speaking.
Besides that,
given the history.
The question I'm asking is, we've done this registration. We did this how many years ago?
I think we
everybody, you went to your telcos, they took your thumbprint. So what's the guarantee that when we do this, we are not going to do it again?
Can I provide
and
information?
I'm coming. And if it's a problem with the Ghana card explanation that Edwin gave, then it should be limited to those cases. Why should we all go through
let me provide some support. I remember on air, the NIA executive secretary wrote to the Minister for Communication that the system she was using for SIM registration would not be complete without it being linked with NIA
Ghana card.
So, and it led to a whole issue. And at the time, I remember we said that the government should resolve it, because you cannot do a registration of SIM cards in a system that is not talking to the single source of truth, which is the National Identification Authority. And the NCA at the time did not listen. So it was like NCA is working with the Ministry of Communication to register people's SIMs. But the single source of truth that links everything, which is the NIA Ghana card, was not brought in. So there's a letter at Atefa Route. That letter is in the public domain. So it's all the SIM we registered. Once it's not linked to your Ghana card, it's not finished.
No, but why?
So
why should I suffer an inconvenience because of a certain ineptitude?
I'm not even sure you're calling it inconvenience. The registration that was to have been done was not finished, because the institutions that were supposed to work together did not work. So then that was
but I think she has a valid question.
No, but so the registration is not done. So your SIM registration is not done.
The previous one is defective.
It's not finished.
It's not useful. It didn't achieve its purpose.
You are giving me the responses. I'm questioning what we are doing.
Yes.
Sky, maybe
I agree with you.
But they are saying this time around you are not going to be in a long queue as you did last time. I get it, but they are saying
that still is an inconvenience. That time you could have used for something else. She's saying that government or state institutions took a decision, which decisions sort of compelled citizens of this republic to spend their time, go to these telcos and cause registration to be done for them, believing that they were doing the right thing.
But at the time, the loopholes were pointed. I remember on it was said that thing they were doing was not complete.
But you see, but for her purpose, it is irrelevant, because as a citizen, she was acting on the basis of the assurances of the institutions governing the space.
It didn't work, so it still has to be done anyway. That's the argument.
So what you're saying that your same registration that you did was not finished.
You can't say
it wasn't
didn't
consummated
work because it didn't work and it has to be done. No, you see,
but it's not been working.
Excuse me, in a serious country, you have to compensate me for first of all for at least wasting my time.
Exactly.
It's no citizen's fault that we had a faulty registration. And by calling this registration, SIM registration, doesn't take away the fact that we have done it already in the past.
Yep.
And where is the guarantee that if we do this, is going to be the final?
So your point is valid, and I think that the NIA needs to come on board to assure citizens that this time around, this is a complete loop.
Will we be compensated?
That's the second question as well. So I feel like to address some of the points you are making, the NIA needs to also say, this time we are involved in the registration because, as you've said, the government policy is that the identification card, whether it's your TIN number, if the Ghana card is not part, it's not done. Then the second question is still valid. Those who wasted their time, of course, this one you are not paying. Apparently, this one the telcos are paying.
But you are using your
data, you are using your time, it's your own phone.
Well, the registration is also going to help you anyway.
So but you see, we cannot make
the
that
state is going to collect all that data.
Thank you.
And that's a lot of money. But you see,
that's value.
She's raising very serious fundamental issues that, you see, government should not proceed as though, we don't care about how the citizens feel. And it is the same way they have handled all kinds of registrations in this country.
I beg to
hold on.
Okay,
Let me
please go on.
We have asked citizens of this republic to go and stand in long queues under the burning sun to get certain things done, only to come back later that the registration
they are saying that this one there's no queuing.
The point is that there may not be queuing, but you are using your time, you are using your resources.
Yeah, but if you see, I understand.
How long did it take us to get Ghana card?
Look, I am not delegitimizing your view. I'm just saying that you see, the context for this one is known to us because we all covered it. So we know what happened in the first one. So we all know that in the first registration, the NIA's executive secretary complained that if certain things are not done,
Bernard,
the registration, I'm coming, and don't forget that we're also operating a political system.
Government is a continuum.
Fine, but the fact that government is a continuum does not mean that a new team should not finish what was not done.
Bernard, our fact of knowing, thank you. Where was the apology?
Now look, but
our fact of knowing doesn't make it okay for the government to conduct itself in this manner.
You see, there are two things. If you say you don't want to get involved because it will cost you time, the people have explained that there's a difference in how this is being done.
The first thing,
it matters
in
not.
mature democracies or people where they see that, look, this is a responsible way of doing things, citizens of the republic. We know that we inconvenience you on two different occasions to do A, B, C, D for your own safety and also for the safety of the state and for safety of neighbors.
That was done yesterday.
Hold on.
But that's what they did at the
that was done yesterday. No, it was done. The inconvenience was regretted, and that in order to, I'm coming.
Did you follow the press conference
yesterday? It was about 3-hour conversation.
Follow the conversation. Let's not be accepting. You don't know. I've not even answered the question, but you're assuming I did it. Then it's okay.
We cannot be willy-nilly compliant in these matters.
Exactly.
We have to point out because this is how
but you can construe this. You see, I'm saying that you need to construe this as somebody trying to fix what was not finished.
Exactly. The fact that we are framing it in that way doesn't necessarily mean it's that way. Because if you look at it as a different government, then you perceive it as that.
But we followed the issue.
Well, Bernard, can I provide some information for you?
We followed the issue when the registration was done. People warned the previous government that if this thing, the NIA, in fact, Atefa's letter, we read it on this program.
We interviewed him on the show as well.
Saying that it's okay if the people the people who are paid with tax money to govern certain state agencies did this, and because we were aware of it, it's okay.
But guys,
I'm coming. Are we getting our money back for the first registration that today we are told
you cannot elevate a personal inconvenience.
No, we didn't pay.
You cannot elevate a personal inconvenience.
No, we didn't pay. There was no payment.
No, you cannot elevate.
Sky,
listen to me. You cannot elevate a personal inconvenience.
You just walked and went there.
Sky, if I may,
it's different from you paid for the service.
If I may,
that's all we're saying.
I'm saying that do you elevate a personal? If I may, you see, prior to all of this, we have been on this show many years saying that there are too many cards in Ghana. You remember from 2015?
Yes.
And that the single source of truth, which is the NIA, the Ghana card should replace many cards. So SNIT doesn't produce a card anymore. Even the card you use for health insurance, we think SNIT the Ghana card can replace it. In certain circumstances, my Ghana card is my TIN number.
Yeah.
We've advocated for it. So my point is that there are economic reasons for registering your SIMs. There's security reasons for doing it. So it is a utility on its own.
Yeah, there are also privacy concerns for not doing it.
So I agree.
Economic
So I'm
loss.
saying that we cannot elevate your
registering
personal
and
inconvenience against an exercise that we all know is going to be useful for the way we secure people's identity.
No, I don't
What
know
I'm saying is
so
not
if you say that,
personal-
if you say that
no,
because
Bernard, you are mischaracterizing what I'm saying.
then characterize it well.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying that we should elevate people's personal rights. I'm saying that the state has a duty to provide certain services.
Yes.
If the state fails to do that, and the state is going to inconvenience us to do again that very same thing, there should be some apology, there should be some compensation. It shouldn't just be because we need the Ghana card to do XYZ, we should suck it up and go back and do it.
Okay. Caleb, who followed the press conference yesterday, said that when he listened to the briefing, he believes there was some admission of error on the government side. Maybe it wasn't clear and forthright. So I suppose the government must be explicit in apologizing. Number two, they must assure us that this will not be another red herring, which is the point to make that the first time they did it, issues were raised, they didn't listen.
Yeah.
It's a new government, fair enough. I am saying that the National Identification Authority, which we know controls the single source of
I've
truth,
not had a chance.
they did apologize. So I'm saying that, and I'm saying that
The minister even did
Yes.
apologize
So,
to
and I'm saying that
yesterday
like,
and said
to,
that
to,
look,
to provide further comfort, the National Education Authority can come out and say, this time we are involved. Because we all know that whatever you register in Ghana, if your Ghana card is not part, is useless.
that's what I'm trying
So
to
if the
provide
Ghana
you.
card people have come to say we are part of
Yes.
it, then I think it's a matter
So
of
yesterday,
we shouldn't overstress something
the
that's not.
NIA, NCA, I'm coming. Let me come in. Hold on, let me come in now. The NIA, its leader, the CEO, the NCA, its Director General, the Minister of Communications, Digital Technology and Innovation. He summoned all these people and they addressed the press. And in their presentation, they made us understand that the following institutions, which otherwise did not work together, have come together and they've subjected the process through serious scrutiny. And I can take you through. You have mobile network operators, you have the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, because otherwise they're also providing IDs for the diplomatic community. But this time around, they are working together with the Ghana Immigration Service and the Office of the Registrar of Companies,
They were all there.
together with the Ministry, the NCA, and then the NIA. So this time around, it's a synchronized process. And the minister, let me finish.
It corrects the error of the first time.
Exactly.
So it's a better approach.
Bernard, you see.
So we have to admit that first. You see, Sky,
It's
this is
a
what I'm saying.
better approach
Sky,
doesn't
we
mean
have to
you
always have two
corrected
sides.
the error.
We are. I understand the angst around every year or every 4 years registration. Government is a continuum. That's the fact.
Yes.
But the reality is that different governments do things differently.
No, we should not encourage
But that's the fact.
We should not encourage that. It should suffice that you have gone to stay in the queue for 2 hours and registered, and that is it.
When you are registering, but there's a different approach to this registration. You're not going to be in the queue.
Wait, no, you see,
that's why you have to admit that.
You know, if you are sitting at home,
Yes.
the time that you use to do that registration,
So
But the inconvenience of the network,
you shouldn't apply any effort to register your own Ghana card.
That's not the point. No, that's not the point he's making. He's talking about being accepting.
But let me explain something. First of all,
Explanations
you are assuming that the government is doing us a favor. No, the data that they are collecting.
Assume that.
Okay,
I said to you that I give you the background that we all came from a point of saying that for economic reasons, for security reasons, and even for optimization reasons, we need to do these things. 10 years ago. So I am not saying the government is doing. I'm just saying that I was aware of the loopholes in the previous one, and we actually interviewed Professor Atifa on this,
and they complained very bitterly about it.
For me,
so our knowledge of the loopholes means what we should be
it was
accepting.
also a field of advocacy, because at the time there were people who were advocating that the NCE should listen to NIA. They did not.
Who has been held responsible, accountable
So
for that level of negligence, if there's one,
Yeah, but Sky,
to ensure that people are held accountable for this level
that's
of
a legitimate question. But does that mean that until that is done,
we shouldn't do it?
What has to be done with your registration? No, because Sky, but if you go that way, you also know the value of the registration for all of us. No. That's what I'm saying. Now let's balance it. We know that what is being done is not some willy-nilly registration. We know. Oh, you think so?
Yes. They are saying that if you don't do it, there will be A, B, C, D.
No. What I'm saying. No. What I'm saying. No. I'm saying that it's not. I'm saying that you don't.
It's of greater value.
Yes, you see the utility of the registration.
Yeah. We understand that.
That's what I'm saying.
But the state has a responsibility. And you see, let us not cut the people responsible for this based on slack, because that is what appears.
But who created this mess?
The people we put in charge, and there has to be accountability.
I'm saying that yesterday, this NCA came.
It is not. It is not enough.
I think we are all heading in the same direction. You've made the point. They have also made the point, and there's a gap. The gap is that somebody didn't do their work, and that somebody, in order not for us to personalize it, we refer to that person as the state.
Yes.
So the state has disappointed Ghanaians in a particular way. Yes. So all they are saying is, let's not go on as if nothing happened.
Let's punish them.
Well, I wouldn't even say let's recognize that. Let's record, because it can happen again.
Yes.
Look, silently, this same situation is happening with our passports. It's happening with our passports. Things keep changing. You understand? But because the passport is in a different realm, we don't feel it. Now, this kind of conversation happened only this 2026, 2023. A major issue in the Philippines. They got to where we have gotten to when they enacted a law in 2022 that required that all SIM cards should be re-registered. The same thing, but for them they added punishment to those who will not re-register. Penalties and all that, So I'm just saying that it's a convergence challenge that we are all having to experience as, if you like, third world countries, because the developed countries get ahead, try and test it, and then we have to follow.
Yeah.
And it comes at a cost to us.
Yeah.
So I think what I followed yesterday was that the admission that, look, this is where we want to get to. What we did before didn't quite get us there. Okay. But they are saying that not so much in a hurry. Let's process the gaps properly, so that if there be compensation,
fair enough.
So
don't come and tell us next year that there's a new thing we have to do, so let's do it again.
Let's do it again. Because look, it's the boldness. I'll say that it's also the boldness of the leadership of the communications ministry is what is driving this. Ordinarily, some people thinking that there will be flag from the system would rather let's leave it the way it is.
They are being giddy about it, but I think the point about they should proceed cautiously is also important, so that we don't come back next 2025, 28 and say, oh, there's a new technology that makes SIM card registration easier and that.
Bernard, it's not about just technology. It's the global convergence. That's the problem. So it happens in a manner that you have no choice but to align. Otherwise, you cannot. The hub and spoke thing. You cannot be integrated into the global systems of addressing and doing things.
When you say certain things, you become afraid.
But there's also
you become afraid of CCCs.
There's also.
I'll come back.
Okay.
Sorry, this one. I'm afraid of CCCs.
There are many reasons to connect, and it's all to put smiles on the faces of those you love.
Daddy, thanks for the tea cash, okay? I love you.
That's my daughter Angela. Caring for my parents, that's my duty. I also get to pay my utility bills easily with Telecel Cash. And to the suppliers at my shop,
hello sir, Telecel Cash payment received right on time. Thank you.
I get to make them smile because I can pay to my suppliers' merchant numbers, even on other networks directly. My dear ones, we keep the connection stronger when our family, friends, and business relations are happy. Live on cash, enjoy convenience, and make those who matter smile when you send them money with Telecel Cash.
Telecel, connecting energies. Look
Looking for engineering excellence you can trust?
Welcome to Left Signature Limited, driving progress through technology and engineering excellence.
From expert electrical engineering, design, installation, power systems, renewable energy, automation and control,
to reliable data center and managed services, power infrastructure, network connectivity, server virtualization, cloud integration and data security,
and cutting-edge software development, custom business applications, web and mobile apps, cloud and DevOps solutions.
Integrity, safety, accountability, teamwork. That's the Left Signature promise.
Ready to power your success?
Choose Left Signature Limited. Visit www.leftsignature.com.
Call +233 256 111 743.
Left Signature Limited. Engineering excellence for a connected future.
Why stress when Jumia has convenience delivered? It's the Ghana Shopping Festival on Jumia, dropping unbeatable deals on everything you love.
Fugu!
Who said Fugu? Fugu Day, plus plenty deals on fashion, electronics, beauty, phones, Charlie. Your wallet go thank you. Download the Jumia app and enjoy great deals from 2nd to the 15th of March. Sponsors, Icona, Samsung, Asano, and Hikers. Jumia, freedom unlocked, convenience delivered.
Come and see the beauty of Ghana!
Oh yes, are you looking to explore Ghana? Not sure where to begin? Why not let Ghana Tourism Marketplace help you plan the perfect trip? With Ghana Tourism Marketplace, you can easily book hotels, discover exciting tours, rent cars, connect with expert local tour guides, and explore destinations across the country, all in one place. You can also get tickets for amazing experiences like movie in the park at Platinum Bay Hotel, Uncle Ebo White Theatre shows, Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Park visits, Accra by night tours, and many more unforgettable events. For more information, visit www.gtm.com.gh or email info@gtdc.gov.gh. You can also call or WhatsApp 050-123-3921 or 0202-700-720. Ghana Tourism Marketplace is brought to you by Ghana Tourism Development Company, your official gateway to discovering Ghana.
There's always that friend, neighbor, or family who is always welcome at iftar time. And of course, there is always enough tea, because tea isn't just for drinking, it's for catching up, cracking jokes, and sharing moments. Lipton tea, for togetherness and those warmly welcomed visits. Ramadan Kareem from Lipton.
This advert is FDA approved.
Cast your mind back to 2022. The prices were rising. The stress was high. Every liter of fuel felt like a sacrifice. Do you remember who stepped forward first? When others were comfortable with high prices, Star Oil chose you. We cut our own profits so you could keep your AC on, keep your engines running, and keep your life moving without the heavy burden. We gave you room to breathe when things felt tight. Because of you, our star savers, we became number one. Today, the pumps are a battleground. Others are finally cutting prices because they have to. But Star Oil, we do it because we want to. Don't just chase a price, remember a friendship. We were there for you then, and with new innovations coming your way, we are here for you now. Star Oil, still quality and affordable fuels for all.
Join the conversation on the Citi Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/Citi97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/Citi973, and Instagram at instagram.com/Citi973 with the hashtag CitiCBS.
This is the Citi Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
8:36 on the Citi Breakfast Show. Now, here is some good news. If you're a shareholder of Societe Generale Ghana, your dividends are now being paid directly to your bank account or mobile money. Dividends payments are no longer being made using dividend warrants. All shareholders are therefore respectfully required to update their records with the registrar, NTAC Limited, with the flow information, bank details, email addresses, and mobile phone numbers, including mobile phone registered with Momo. For Societe Generale Ghana shareholders with a central securities depository account, contact your stockbroker and update your records with bank details, email addresses, and mobile phone numbers, including mobile phone numbers registered with Momo. SG Ghana, the future is you. So it's interesting. We are reading announcements around compliance. Here's another one. Office of Registrar of Companies is reminding all registered companies, business owners, directors, secretaries, and partners across Ghana to file their annual returns and renew their business names and partnerships by Thursday, 30th April. Filing your annual returns is a legal requirement and helps keep your business transparent, compliant, and in good standing. Companies that fail to file their annual returns with financial statements will be considered non-compliant and may face penalties ranging from 1,000 cedis to 2,000, depending on the number of years in default. Business names that are not renewed may also lapse and be removed from the official register. So for inquiries, call 0308-249-841. File your returns and renew your business name before April 30. So that's from the ORC. If you want more information, call 0308-249-841. Caleb.
Right, so Anglo Good Ashanti wishes to alert the public to fraudulent job recruitment scams using the name of the company and its subsidiary. Anglo Good Ashanti is serious. Now, these fake advertisements and letters are not affiliated with Anglo Good Ashanti in any way. Anglo Good Ashanti never requests for payments for jobs or authorizes third-party recruiters. So verify vacancies via our official website, careers page, anglogoodashanti.com/company/careers, or call 0302-743-400. Report scams to the nearest police station. The official social media pages for Anglo Good Ashanti Eduaprim and Obuasi Mines are on Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube under the names Anglo Good Ashanti Eduaprim Mine and Anglo Good Ashanti Ghana. So what if your bank helped you big up? Welcome to the Republic Verse, where your money, your business, and your dreams level up. Own your dream home with Republic Bank Mortgages. Go faster with SME and corporate banking solutions. Run your daily finances smoothly with retail and commercial banking products. Build wealth with investments and trust management, and pay anywhere, anytime with Republic Verse, Republic Visa, credit, or debit cards. Whether you're starting out, scaling up, or stepping into what's next, Republic Verse gives you the power to do more. So call us on toll-free number 0800-414-414. Our WhatsApp line is 0546-414-414. Republic Bank, we are the one for you.
All right, so I still feel the CAF issue has not been fully dealt with, Sky, because the Article 84 and 82 that they are using, you know, I wanted you to read it and explain it, because some people may say that the law is the law. Okay, but some people are also saying that the referee on the day allowed the match to finish. You know, and I don't know. I don't know why the thing is annoying me so much.
What?
The Morocco thing.
Yeah, but that's a slap in the face of good reasoning, because they could have exacted different types of punishment, and I think our conversation is not directed at questioning the fact that somebody has to be punished. The reputational damage that it pushes against CAF is irreparable.
This particular thing they've done.
Exactly. It's irreparable.
Because nobody was complaining about the final after January 18. We all watched it. We were
and it's not the worst thing that has happened in football.
Exactly.
Yes, if you found them culpable, they have to be punished. I think withdrawing the flipping,
the result, and then
it actually dents the image of CAF in a way that I don't know how they are going to manage it.
My question is, don't they know, or they don't?
But
care?
they are competing interests in these things. It's not just the law speaking; they are competing interests, And historically, CAF has always been known for doing things like that. But it's come to a head. It's actually come to a head, And for me, it's easier because it's Morocco, and Morocco has made a lot of, if you like, investment in football.
Yeah.
Has also saved CAF from yes, you understand. So it feels like CAF wakes up and thinks that we owe it to them, But how do you transfer a prize to somebody who doesn't feel proud?
Imagine Ghana saying that after what Luis Fares did, we go to court and say that they should declare that we scored a goal against Uruguay and therefore we should go. But there are some absurdities in it's to be absurd. Because once the on-field decision is done,
the thing is that Suarez, what he did was bad enough. But was he not penalized?
He was penalized
on the field.
He was given a red card.
Yes,
and we were given a penalty.
That's it. That's why it ends.
So is that something that it will be absurd for Ghana to go to court and say
there's a certain resolution on the field?
Yes.
After which they were asked to go on and complete the match.
So I'm saying to Cap that imagine if Ghana now says that there's a law that says that if a player does something, then the referee will say Uruguay and cry the match, we give Ghana 3-0.
So Ghana,
that's how absurd it will be.
That the ball was goal bound.
Yes.
And to the extent that he intervened and stopped.
I know the funny thing.
And then we should be awarded.
They already started using goal line technology.
I don't remember what happened at the time.
They already started using goal line technology.
Red card.
Yeah, but I think we must have complained. I think Ghana had a.
But if goal line technology had been used in that match, it would actually been a goal.
Yes.
Because they started using goal line after that.
Was there proof that he had closed it?
Oh, when you look at the replay, the guy was in the pole, so it was a goal. See, so
no, but the thing is, going to reverse this thing.
Oh, it's unreasonable.
Yeah, but this is my heartache now. African football is trying. For the first time, we have 9 teams in the World Cup. They are going to give us maybe 10. We are. The tournament was one of the most viewed. If you look at the way people followed it, a lot of the Europeans who even were on break came to watch. It was doing very well. It was a high quality tournament. Yeah. So for CAF to decide that after all this success you want to go, it's like they are undermining their own progress. You get me? It's like, why is it on Bishi?
So if I may,
since you are objective, you don't like football, so
I'm
tell
not
us
objective.
Tell us what you think. Since you don't get
just passionate.
No, we are emotional.
So you ask me,
but you are not.
So I put my thoughts in.
Yes.
You are not emotional, so tell us.
So I don't have a position. I'm completely banal about this, ambivalent.
Very good.
And I'm going to read this only because my learned senior asked me.
The law is the law.
So it doesn't reflect my view, which really I don't have any. So this is something Sky put together. The caption, the headline is "Explainer Why CAF May Have Gotten It Wrong," and it reads: 2 months ago, Senegal lifted the AFCON trophy. This morning, they woke up stripped of it. CAF, African football's governing body, has handed the title to Morocco via a 3-0 forfeit, and the football world is in uproar. But here's the question you should be asking. Did CAF actually follow the rules? Because when you look closely, the answer may be no. Let me break it down simply. What actually happened in the final? Late in the normal time, Morocco were awarded a penalty after a VAR review. Some of Senegal's players, led by their head coach, were furious and walked off the pitch. The match was suspended for about 14 minutes, but here's the key part. Sadio Mane intervened, called his teammates back, and the game resumed. Morocco missed the penalty. The match went extra time, and Senegal won 1-0. The full 90-plus minutes were played. The referee restored the game. The match finished. So why the forfeit? CAF pointed to Article 82 and 84 of the AFCON regulations, rules that say if a team leaves the pitch before the end of a match without the referee's permission, they forfeit the game and their opponents get a 3-0 win. CAF says that is exactly what Senegal did. But here is where it gets legally shaking on multiple grounds. The referee is the law on the pitch.
Thank you.
And maybe let me repeat this for emphasis. The referee is the law on the pitch. Under international football's laws of the game, the IFAB rules that govern every match on earth, the referees the referee has full authority over what happens on the field. He decides when play stops. He decides when it resumes. And crucially, his factual decisions are final and binding. See IFAB laws of the game, Law 5.2, decisions of the referee. In this case, the referee chose to restart the match. He did not declare a forfeit on the spot. He let the game continue. That restart, in my respectful opinion, and that is Sky's, was a legal act. It validated everything that followed: the penalty miss, extra time, and Senegal's winner. By reversing that decision 2 months later, CAF's appeal board was essentially overruling the referee's call after the fact. That is constitutionally very problematic in football law. Morocco made their choice, and that matters legally. Here's a point that has not received enough attention. When the referee restarted the match, Morocco had a choice. They could have refused to continue and lodged a formal protest on the spot. Instead, they walked back onto the pitch. Brahim Diaz stepped up and took that penalty. Morocco played through extra time, trying to win the match within the resumed game. In law, there's a principle called volenti non fit injuria, which means... In law, there's a principle called volenti non fit injuria, which means roughly, to one who consents, no injury is done.
Volenti
non fit injuria.
To one who consents, no injury is done. If you voluntarily accept a situation, you cannot later claim it harmed you. Morocco consented to the resumed match the moment they participated in it. They were not passive bystanders. They were active, willing participants all the way to the final whistle. It is very difficult to then turn around and say the match should not have counted. Morocco's appeal asked CAF to hand them a title they were simultaneously trying to win on the pitch. That is legally and morally contradictory. At the Court of Arbitration for Sports, Senegal's lawyers will almost certainly raise this, and it is one of their strongest cards. The wrong rule for the wrong situation. Beyond all that, CAF applied the wrong rule. The forfeit provision, Article 82, was designed for teams that permanently abandon a match. A team that storms off and never comes back. That is not what happened here. Senegal left, returned under the referee's authority, and the match concluded normally. There's also the question of timing. Under AFCON's own regulations, once 48 hours pass after a match with no formal protest, the result is automatically confirmed and locked in. That window closed. The 1-0 win was official. CAF then unlocked it in any way. What should have happened? Past precedents in African and world football are clear. When players protest on the pitch, the standard sanctions are fines and suspensions, not title reversals. This is the first time in history that a global football tournament winner has been decided retrospectively by a governing body. That tells you everything. No rule explicitly allows a trophy to be stripped after it has been awarded, medals distributed, and a match officially concluded. The proportionate response was punishment, heavy fines, bans, future competition sanctions, not erasing a completed final. So what happens next? Senegal have rejected the ruling and will challenge it with the Court of Arbitration for Sport, CAS, the likely destination. At CAS, the case against CAF runs on several tracks at once. The referee's binding authority was ignored. The wrong rule was applied to the wrong facts. Morocco voluntarily consented to the resumed match. And the punishment is wildly disproportionate to anything permitted in the written regulations. The Senegalese Federation Secretary General put it plainly. The law is on our side. This decision is a travesty. Strong words, but legally, he may well be right. Watch this space. The 2025 AFCON title is heading from the pitch to the courtroom, and it is far from over. This is brought to you by Richard.
Please publish it now.
You haven't published it already?
No. He just finished writing it.
Oh, you just wrote it while we are here?
No. David. When I was in the Bernard gave me the rules.
We told him in the morning that he should work on something.
Oh, okay.
But you've done it. We will increase your salary.
Oh, that is good. In fact, multiply it.
I hereby dissociate myself.
I was going to associate by reading.
Go ahead and associate.
To
on
be
the
able,
account of your reading.
To be able to produce this in less than an hour after the facts were put to him is very good. And I think it's okay. Publish it. I think the Moroccans themselves will come, the Senegalese will come and look for you. Because the way you've written it,
love to
help them in the case.
The team.
Oh, yeah, you can lobby.
But you don't speak French, that's the thing.
Il est parle français un peu. Je m'appelle Bernard.
Je m'appelle Richard.
Yeah. Je suis journaliste. J'habite au Madina.
That's not the French that is required.
Yeah. CAF est très très mal. CAF ce n'est pas compréhensible.
C'est la bon.
No, but he doesn't require the conversational
We
French.
should take French more seriously.
Oui, monsieur.
Abalo et Avi va à l'école.
You they have no excuse. Because you
Abalo et Avi va à l'école.
You went to the border.
I've come to school.
Tell it be bad.
For 5 years or for 4 years of doing French, the only thing I remember is tout door encore. Tout door encore. Au work.
Oh God! All right, so thankfully there's a course of arbitration for sports, and hopefully they are detached from the situation. So just like you were objectively reading it, they will be objective in addressing the matter. All right, so time check is 7 minutes to 8. Let's read some messages. Some to do with CAF and some to do with SIM registration.
Right, so CAF is doing horrible things, but let's come home. There's Sante Kotoko fan Francis Yao from Po Nana Pole, who was murdered in Nswatre, has still not received justice. COP Lydia Donko walks around every day without any effort to track and arrest the main suspect. Our local football is in a mess, and
How would you know whether she's not doing something about it?
Sure. Someone is not happy, and he's spilling the anger all over. Good morning, better than the entire team. I'm just imagining Ghana winning the AFCON after 40 plus years, and CAF comes around with this really, unless they kill us or after the Soloku and everything. NS from Spintex is unhappy.
Actually, Senegal should not give the cap back.
No, after celebrating,
the cap is in Senegal.
Yes.
So they should refuse to send it back. So they should get a new one.
It's time for Ghana. And Manuel has another suggestion. He says it's time for Ghana to appeal against Uruguay. Okay. Hello, CBS.
Reasonable time has passed.
CAF has repeatedly demonstrated that it is Africa's worst sporting body. African players are losing starting roles in European clubs due to the misalignment of AFCON and the European calendar. But this doesn't bother CAF. This decision makes no sense. Kofi Ntema said that. In 2010, a team was disqualified for not participating in AFCON even when the team suffered from attacks in Cabinda, Angola. No fault of theirs. CAF and Kasano. Not. Bernard, if Brahim Diaz has scored and Morocco won, would CAF had come to this decision? Already this tournament is at the ridicule of many, and we add more salt to injury. I feel ashamed as an African.
I have the list. There are 9. It was headed by Nigerian, people from Cape Verde. There was no Ghanaian. Different African countries. There was no Moroccan. There was no Senegalese. But there's a judge from Nigeria and another group of judges. So there are about 9 of them.
And they all decided that the CAF.
We didn't. I don't know if it was a unanimous decision or I'm not sure the way they do their things. But sometimes it pains me because you see, football. I think football only survives because people's emotions are in it. Of course, of the business side, but the business runs on our emotion. So if whatever you are doing undermines people's trust in the fidelity of the game, you are destroying the business.
You listen to Nigel Coker's comments.
Rio Coker.
Yeah.
No, what did he say?
Charlie, devastated.
Yeah.
But how do you come to this kind of conclusion?
Especially when Europeans are trying hard to say we are not serious with our tournament. You know, people like what's the Liverpool player's name? That's a Liverpool defender.
The one
who used to play for Liverpool, he didn't score any goal. What's his name? Some guy. He was saying that AFCON is not a proper tournament.
Oh yeah, the one who subsequently apologized.
Karaga.
Jimmy
Karaga. Oseko finish him. So you are giving them ammunition
to go faster
to undermine African sport with this kind of self-inflicted challenge.
So we didn't have any other punishment to go and take the cup
and give it to Kenny.
Just ban the people. Ban them. You can even ban them for the next 3 years.
Yeah,
that would have been
the cup. The cup. Oh, why?
Anyway, there are more comments.
So they will go and clean Senegal's name on the cup.
Can you imagine?
As somebody said, maybe CAF knows that what they are doing is wrong, but they are hoping that the CAS will overturn their decision, so that Morocco will not say it is CAF that didn't do what we wanted. But that's the other question: why should Morocco control CAF?
Maybe why should doing so many favors for?
No, but Sky, you see, that's the problem. Why should one country? We have 55 African countries. Is it only Morocco that can host tournaments?
No.
What have we been doing with the rest of our stadia? We are not a serious continent.
We are planting grass.
Sky, we are sitting here. Morocco is hosting everything.
Morocco is the desert too.
Morocco is hosting everything.
As better grass.
Some parts.
As we even sit here, we don't have a proper stadium in Ghana.
Yeah.
Since 2008 AFCON, most apart from Cote d'Ivoire have a stadium, a few good, but it's like Africa. We are just not serious.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, we like football. Meanwhile, people are good at it, but we are not even investing to protect it. And Morocco is hosting every tournament now. They control CAF.
Yeah.
I mean, how do you have 54 countries giving sovereignty to one country because they have a few stadia? I mean, Charlie. Anyway, Caleb, read some comments on the same thing too. Let's see where we go with it.
Okay. Abeku, please help.
We've been arguing over this same matter. I just wanted some comments, not to reopen any wounds, just to read some comments on it. And then
Good morning, Bella. What is the guarantee this new registration is not another procurement abuse? It is very necessary. We need to correlate and benchmark the new registrations with the existing registration in order to objectively quantify the data errors or lapses in both. And just to reiterate what the minister said yesterday, there is no procurement on the side of government, there is no cost on the side of the consumers, and that the MNOs, there are conversations with respect to fixing how much it's going to cost, and the MNOs will be bearing that. So
more comments.
That was what came. Ghana card number is not considered as TIN when registering. When registering a business currently, you still need to provide your TIN. Elicam, is that so? Good morning, CBS. Please, if the previous registration wasn't done properly, what's the argument for a new one to be done properly? Please, you guys should save your energy for different topic. Let the proper thing be done. Wisdom send that from Gomoa Akote.
Okay. All right, I'll bring a few announcements to you before I move forward to something else. If you're looking for motor insurance that goes the extra mile, Hollard Insurance has something special for you. New customers get to drive away with free fuel vouchers when they sign up. Existing customers get exclusive gifts when they renew. You also get 24/7 free roadside assistance for everyone, so you're not stuck on the road. That's value you can trust. Call Hollard on 0800 444 999 or visit in Hollard office or speak to your broker today. Hollard Insurance, we've got you covered. This Ramadan, Nescafe invites you on a journey of warmth, gratitude, and giving. For 30 days, discover 30 delightful ways to enjoy your favorite Nescafe. From delicious twists to perfect pairings, each day offers a new way to experience the joy and richness of Nescafe. Whether at suhoor or iftar, enjoy the warmth of togetherness with loved ones and our specially crafted coffee recipes. To learn more, visit Nescafe's website or connect on social. Nescafe wishes you Ramadan Kareem. This March, we're celebrating Ghanaian culture, flavor, and tradition. Experience Ghana. Celebrate heritage at AH Hotel and Conference with their Afrocentric buffet every single day. We are talking authentic Ghanaian and African delicacies for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. From your traditional favorites to rich local soups and mouth-watering desserts. It's a full cultural experience on a plate. Don't miss our Sunday themed, our special theme days: Seafood Thursday, Friday BBQ, and Sunday brunch, perfect for families, friends, and corporate hangouts. Call AH on 0501 684 270. AH Hotel and Conference, Afrocentric Hospitality. Alpha Delta Pharmacy is Ghana's first drive-through pharmacy. Pleased to announce that it will run its regular 24-hour service right throughout the Eid celebration this weekend. Enjoy our drive-through service at the Ring Road branch, where you're served from the comfort of your car. Alpha Delta Pharmacy Kolebu will also run its usual 24-hour service, while our Laboni branch will open from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. All Alpha Delta branches offer pickup or delivery services. Call 055-140-0999. Alpha Delta Pharmacy wishes our cherished clients a happy Eid.
Now, you know the World Cup will be happening in America, Canada, and Mexico. There's a great opportunity to go do business as well while enjoying world-class football. And Litina Travels is providing that break for you to go enjoy both opportunities. They'll provide you a visa to watch all 3 group stage matches, 3 official match tickets, return charter flights, hotel accommodation, travel insurance, everything is in the package. So reach out to Litina Travels now. Call them 0244-260-789. Their offices are at the North Ridge, at Alisa Hotel, North Ridge. So visit them now and secure your spot. If you're looking for a best of flavor in every sip, discover that refreshing taste of Piva beverages. There's Piva Cola, Piva Orange, Piva Cocktail, Piva Grape, and Piva Tangy. So grab yours now. Call them on 0550-032-231. They are also at a local store near you. Piva beverages, a taste you will love. Let's talk about Jibu water. It's a game changer if you are tired of last minute panic when your bottle runs empty, or and you are looking for a smarter way to have clean, reliable water delivered on time and also save some money in the process. Jibu water is in with its 20-liter bottle to replace your 18.9-liter bottle. Very sleek, modern, and at a very little fee for or one with a tap for easy cooking and drinking. So we offer free bottles and dispenser machines for corporate clients and for entrepreneurs. Jibu offers amazing opportunities to become a distributor, a reseller, or even own a production site. This is a chance to invest in a trusted brand that's already in 8 countries. So find Jibu at any of our 10 production sites in Accra, from Spintex and North Legon to Medina, Tema, etc. Call Jibu now. 020-984-5817 is a smart choice for your water. Jibu, a better life.
This is the City Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
The Ghana Exim Bank is 10 years old. Hooray! And to commemorate this milestone, the Ghana Exim Bank is hosting a 2-day international conference on the theme, A Decade of Enabling Export Trade and Industrial Transformation, Resetting Gexim for the Next Frontier. The event takes place on the 25th to 26th of March at the Kempinski Hotel, Gold Coast City, 8 a.m. each day. President of the Republic, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, will perform the official opening of the conference. Special guest and speaker, Honorable Elizabeth Ofosue-Jari, Minister for Trade, Agribusiness and Industry. Conference host is Honorable Sylvester Adina Mensah, Chief Executive of the Ghana Exim Bank. For inquiries, call 0208-541-480 or visit eximbankghana.com/conference to register. Media partners: Daily Graphic, Media General, The Multimedia Group, Citi FM, Radio Gold and Channel 1 TV. And knowledge partners include IFC and SME Finance Forum.
Looking for a burst of flavor in every sip? Discover the refreshing taste of Piva beverages. Enjoy the classic Piva Cola flavor, perfect fit anytime. How about a fruity adventure? Try our delightful Piva orange fruit drink packed with recognized citrus flavor. Craving something exotic? Our Piva cocktail fruit drink brings the tropics to you. For a sweet and juicy treat, grab our grapefruit drink and don't miss out on the refreshing Piva tangerine fruit drink, bursting with tangerine flavor. Piva Cola, Piva Orange, Piva Cocktail, Piva Grape, Piva Tangy. Grab yours today. Available now at your local store. Call us on 055-00-322-31. Piva, a taste you'd love. This advert is FDA approved.
P for Piva.
Hey, so what goes into building quality structures? I mean, literally, what goes into it? Wujaf, you don't want to be sitting here somewhere worrying whether or not you did a really good job. It's a very simple equation. If there's no diamond cement in the mix, massa, forget it. Don't start cry. Menye, diamond cement has been providing builders, block makers, and construction companies that peace of mind for years. Diamond cement is 42.5 R grade cement. Unbeatable quality made right here in Ghana. And because we have your pocket in mind, we provide 32.5 R grade so that everybody getting on. No long talk, Jack. If there's no diamond cement in the mix, don't start. Locate Diamond Cement Ghana Limited nationwide with factories in Aflao, Takrady, and Buipe, or call 0244-313-368 or 0540-111-978 or 0202-021-175. Diamond Cement, still as hard as a diamond.
Improve your gum and oral health with the new Nesta mouthwash from Ernest Chemists Limited. Nesta mouthwash comes in original and fresh mint for the treatment of bleeding or irritated gums, mouth ulcers, maintenance of oral hygiene, prevention of bad breath and plaque. Nesta mouthwash, great oral hygiene, long-lasting freshness. Available in pharmacies nationwide. Manufactured and distributed by Ernest Chemists Limited.
Ramadan Kareem, a season of peace, blessings, and giving. Electroland Ghana Limited is bringing blessings into your home with special value deals on Samsung, TCL, Media, and NASCO. NASCO TVs from just $699, bottom fridge freezer from $1999, chest freezer from $1999, Samsung 6 kg twin tab washing machine for 2,999 Ghana cedis, Samsung microwaves from 1,799 Ghana cedis, TCL 43 inches for 2,999 Ghana cedis, TCL water dispenser for 1,599 Ghana cedis, TCL front load inverter for 5,999 Ghana cedis, Media air cooler for 1,499 Ghana cedis, air fryer, juicer, stand mixer, and blender at all special Ramadan prices. Visit EGL showrooms and authorized dealers nationwide. Call us on 0503-159739 and on our website at www.electrolandgh.com. Electroland Ghana, bringing Ramadan value home.
Join the conversation on the Citi Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/Citi97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/Citi973, and Instagram at instagram.com/Citi973 with the hashtag CitiCBS.
This is the Citi Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
Unleashing the power of relevant radio. This is Citi 97.3.
So it's 11 minutes past 9, and it seems as if we are in the secondary school. I call it the alumni homecoming season, because over the past 3 weeks we've had a number of schools, old boys and girls, go back to organize speech days. Just from off the top of my head, I think Wesley girls have done theirs. Holy Child did theirs, I think, 2 weeks ago.
Mauli was much earlier.
Mauli School did theirs, I think, much earlier. I think late last year.
That was last year.
Yeah, late last year.
This year, we've also had St. Augustine's and Adisado College do Cape Coast. Agri Memorial last week also did theirs. This coming weekend, we have Sweden Secondary School and a few other schools also poised to do their speech days. It's become a big part of the national calendar. I don't know if our laws around education institutionalize, first recognize the role of old boys, gives them more say in the running of schools, because particularly in the past 5 or 6 years, when free SHS increased numbers, we've seen old students associations organize conversations about how to improve the quality in their schools. I know that there's a new public universities law, but I just want to say, without even consultation, that the government should find a way of increasing the role of former students in the running and the governance of schools. They have a vested interest, they have committed finances, they obviously have the intellectual resources.
Mileage.
If you look at the quality of old students from all our secondary schools, if you look at the amount of donations they make in year group projects, the amount of visibility they give their schools, I think the minister should, if for nothing at all, in school governance, increase the role of old boys. Now, sometimes I want to ask you a question. Usually, when you look on boards of secondary schools, they usually have institutional representation, right?
Yeah.
So if you take Presec, for example, the Presby Church will be there.
Okay.
Then you will have the old boys there, and then you have other.
You have the district assembly. You have the Ghana Education Service. You have the ministry, and then in recent cases you have reps of the Old Students Association.
But the reps are usually one.
In our cases, two. I know in most of the Cape Coast schools they have at least 2 reps.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like, and I don't know whether it's by norm or by law, whether it's by convention or by edict, but I feel like the where we are now, the challenges with running education, the government should find, I think the government should have a conversation with old students generally about how they can contribute more to delivering better education outcomes, so that when it comes to even providing financing, it is streamlined in a better way. Because old students are doing many projects, they are doing different things. I feel like if I were a Minister of Education, I would like to meet all old student unions and say, look, talk to me about what challenges you've seen in education in secondary schools for the past 10 years. And what are the things you agree on that you think if we implement, will make things better, generally. Okay? I think it's a big opportunity that they shouldn't miss. Because if they miss it, we may not have the same enthusiasm again, because a generation is changing. Now, let me just finish. You notice that your generation and my generation, in fact, your generation is much more committed to their old school than my generation, because you spend 5 years or 7 years. We spent 3 years.
Yeah, we spent 7 years in school.
Some of you did 5 and changed to 2 to another school.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is that your friendships are deeper. Your memory of the school is more.
Yeah.
In my case, I'm still close to my JSS mates, because I spent 8 or 9 years in the JSS before I went to SHS, and I spent only 3.
Yeah.
So when I'm friendly, so what I'm saying is that this window of opportunity for our public secondary schools will not last, because if you spend 3 years in the school, yes, you are interested in the school, but it's not the same. So I am saying that if we are going to benefit from the enthusiasm and the resources of our old students. This is a good window.
That's correct.
Let's use it to do something meaningful, because the tide will turn. And when the tide turns, it will be a missed opportunity. But I'm not sure of how they should do it.
Well, I think you made the point that they should open discussions with the alumni associations. There's an association called Alumni Alliance.
Correct.
Which is actually an amalgamation of most of the alumni associations under one umbrella.
Good.
And could be a good place to start the conversations from. And it's an admission that the stakeholdership network will become more valuable if we can tap into the resources of the alumni associations. And there are numerous examples, from Presec to Infanspim, to the all-female schools now, Achimota School. I mean, they are spoiled for choice when it comes to the contribution of all students. And if I hear you correctly, what you're saying is, look, can we structure this one so that it will be sustainable in the longer term? But it also comes with a certain responsibility from the managers of our schools, and I'm talking about Ghana Education Service. Okay, we will not sit and always pour in resources to make our schools better and
not have a say in how things are done.
Not have a say in how things are done. Clearly, we are not authorities in managing education, but at least we have certain standards and expectations. I mean, if it's about sanitation, you don't need to be an educationist to have an idea about sanitation. If it's about teaching, the quality of teaching, quality of instruction, absenteeism in our schools, all these things. So, but if we can structure it well, then it's Ghana that wins. It's look, I've been going through, as if I knew we were going to talk about this, the number of schools that have gathered in the last, let me say, 1 month and showcased their enthusiasm and passion,
old school pride.
Yes. It must count for something.
Yep.
Kakra is here. Kakra, you did Holy Child, right?
Yes, I went to Holy Child. So last week, or the previous weekend, we had past students of Holy Child. I think the year group is 2001.
Yes.
So they went back to celebrate the 80th anniversary of Holy Child.
Wow.
Speech and prize given there as well.
It was beautiful.
We interestingly invited our competitors, in quotes, the Wesley Girls. Usually there's a celebration with them, but it was more remarkable when we had the Vice President, Professor Nana Jane, drop her green in her yellow and green and add a brown, and be the special.
So she wore your colors.
She wore the cloth. She wore our colors, and that also shows that the bond is beyond. The limitation of the school you find yourself in, because we will get to meet at Intercore and so many football in Holy Child. When I was there, Gehe used to beat us all the time.
Until you became the top striker. Until you were your sister.
I was midfield
schema.
My sister. So when we got there, we turned the tides. For the very first time, we beat Wesley Girls. So you develop a lot of friendship and a lot of rapport. And so the great thing that this 2001 year group did was to put together a, how do you call it, a state-of-the-art water facility where they turn reservoirs into a kind of facility that will continuously pump water. Because water is a big deal in many of the secondary schools, especially those in the central region. You mentioned something about just when I got in about the secondary schools and the primary schools. I think what creates the bond of the secondary school is that we wake up, especially for the boarders, we go to bed with these people, we wake up with them. So unlike if it was a non-boarding or if it was a non-boarding in JHS, you close and go home.
Yeah.
They more or less become family.
Yes.
Because you wake up with them, you enter the classroom with them, you go to the chapel with them.
Holy Child, they overdid that thing.
Yeah, their colors were.
Do you see Grace in Sudan?
Everybody.
Grace.
Everybody. They were there.
The way Grace delivered that thing,
they were all there.
It's both. Charlie,
she went to Holy Cohen.
Yes, I didn't know that. I found out.
Grace is a Holy Child girl. Holy Child
is
girl.
The VC of Legon also Holy Child?
Yes, the Vice Chancellor, Professor Nanaba, is also. She was also in her yellow at the celebration. I think there were a number of. I met in a restaurant 1982 year group, and they asked me the year I completed. I said 2005.
Susan Edouard
also.
Yes,
brutally Holy Child.
Wow,
that's another brilliant woman.
There are many.
This is our friend. Oh, I'll get the name. Charlie, the way they spoke, Bernard.
So this year, which year group organized the speech day this year for you guys?
No, so it was 2001. So after which they hand over to 2002.
Okay. I have in a
Shelley Aqua Harrison.
Oh, she was also
Holy Child.
Okay.
Yes, I think she's 86 or 87. I forget. Yeah.
Okay, so your secondary school has a speech day this weekend.
Swiss School.
Yes.
Oh yes, and Nkrumah's firstborn. Yeah.
And
everything starts from us.
It looks to me as though the speech day is being organized by those who have 6 in their year of ending.
Exactly.
So 96, 2006, 86, and then 2016.
Yeah.
So, gentlemen, please introduce yourself.
Thank you very much, Bernard. My name is Gideon Hammond.
Okay. And you finished in what year?
2006.
Oh, okay. So you are a young man.
Very young man.
But you're also the Deputy Director General, National Sports Authority.
Rightly so, as President Mahama.
I see.
Appointed last year, exactly a year today.
I'll give you a politician.
What house were you in the school?
The best house in Suez School, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah House 1.
Thank you very much. I almost left the studio.
So there's a house that raises gentlemen, you know.
So you have speech day this weekend?
This weekend is speech day.
Before you go, do you know that Nkrumah was our first board chairman of the school?
Is it?
Yes.
Wow.
He did a school and made himself board chairman.
Nkrumah, he doesn't joke with anything.
And he used to come for board meetings.
Yeah. He doesn't joke with anything.
The man is serious.
He doesn't joke with anything. And so what is the agenda for the speech day this year?
Well, it's let me first start by thanking your listeners and then Suezconians across the globe. And then much thanks to our global president, Dr. Professor Samins.
Hey,
GTech has not approved this.
As for this one, we can bet GTech
has not
because the kind of
it's not coming from you.
The kind of work he's doing as a global president, I think that is worth mentioning.
Yeah.
So if I sit here this morning, I wouldn't say anything before running on him these accolades, and I think that he deserves it. This weekend we expect a lot of things to happen. We expect much fun. We expect that it will be much informative. It will be much engaging. I learned networking in Suezco, and you asked me how I did it. When it comes to Suezco, 2002, in fact 2003 to 2006, everybody will tell you Zingolo. That was a name my colleagues gave me, and because of this name, I couldn't enter any office. I couldn't enter Mr. Osama. We call him Osama. He was the headmaster. He will ask that, go and call me Zingolo, let me beat him. that was how popular I was on campus. So I learned networking. On Suezco. So this weekend we are expecting that every year group, right from 1959, those who completed in the O-level, A-level people also come
I've
around.
been to your homecoming before, and when we came, there was a lot of food. It was like a bazaar. There was like a lot of things. Are you going to do the same thing?
This weekend we are doing the same thing. We are doing what we call the year group. What do you call it? Gary Soakings competition.
Correct.
That let me use this opportunity to call on Kivo Gary, because they are the face of Gary now in Ghana.
So they are coming.
To come in. They should come. It's not too late for them to come.
So you are appealing to them on air.
Yes, I'm appealing so that this one is verbal proposal.
They should come in.
They should come in.
Sponsor the Gary
and then leave some couple of boxes for the students who will remain in school after to enjoy their Kivo Gary. So this weekend is going to be a lot of competition. Gary Soakings competition. In the evening, there is going to be in the evening of Friday. There is going to be the staff. In fact, the all students, what you get together kind of thing where we are drinking, we are chewing.
So it means you come before Saturday.
Yeah, so we'll be there. We are starting Friday at 10 a.m. We are converging at the West Hills Mall.
Wonderful.
Thinking that we
move as a convoy.
I am arranging as a government official that we get a motorcade to Swesco. So it's going to be a lot of activities from
the Swesconians in their yellow.
The yellow and long train to we have two colors.
Yellow and black.
The cocoa yellow. You know when cocoa is ripe is yellow, and Swesco was founded with cocoa money. It was the first cocoa money Nkrumah got. He said, "Let me go and build a school in Swedo." So that is the first school.
That was also a commercial.
Yes.
Oh.
So this weekend is going to be
PSA because of what?
Because we are the firstborns. You know, every PSA.
Firstborn of what?
Kwame Nkrumah.
Effort.
Yes.
So who are your other siblings?
National. Yes. Yeah. So with Professor Doctor helping me with mentioning them, I think we are on course.
Schools that were the so-called Ghana Trust schools.
Yes. National was actually Nkrumah's first school he built, but under the Ghana Education Trust project, Swesco was the first.
Yes.
I think this will settle the argument between Swesco and National.
So National is older than you.
Yeah, they are.
They are older than you.
A lot of schools are older than Swesco, but we are with the best. Louder. We are with the best. Semper cum optimist.
Who are you inviting to the program?
We are inviting the Venerable Honorable Education Minister, René Disu, as a guest speaker or guest of honor, and then we are inviting also Professor Date. Am I getting the name right? I think I have the opportunity to reference.
Date, you have to reference. Zingolo.
Let me reference. Yes, we are inviting Professor Emeritus Joseph Ofosu, who is the founding dean of the School of Pharmacy and Physician Assistant Studies, University of St. Joseph, Hartford, USA. And then we also have
Swesconian?
Yes.
It's a big Swesconian.
We mostly people we invite to our anniversary are people that are coming from
that Professor Ofosu.
We have Professor Samuel Ni Adekujo, the provost of the University of Education.
He's also coming.
He's also going to be there. And then the venerable PSA Goda Isiandam, who is the current headmistress and the next headmistress that we will see. No argument about it. We'll make sure she's there. So no, we are not joking with Goda at all.
So she'll be there.
She'll be there.
You're not busy, Savens.
Yes, sir.
You're not busy.
I'm not supposed to be part of this. The man is drawing me into it.
So this weekend we are going to have a lot of fun. My year group, 2006 year group, has promised to fund some projects, and those projects will be.
Do you do joint projects with other year groups, like the way in some schools they say all the 06 groups will do a project together?
For now, no, but I think that going forward is something that we can consider.
Consolidation of projects.
We need to consider going forward.
Some schools say that all those who finish in a particular end number. I think it was Gehe that did that when I interviewed.
The year ending number, they embark on projects, yes. Like the Speed Day project is given to the 6 year groups. Yeah. That's what they are doing. And the Speed Day itself has multiple levels of projects. So, yes. But the other thing is that year groups like to own projects. And so we also give them the space to do that. So you have those who are renovating, those who are building, those who are donating. And one of our major problems in the last 2 years has been the issue of desks.
You need more desks.
The population has increased exponentially.
So students don't even have desks.
We have 4,500 students, and we have a deficit of almost 2,000 desks.
Not good.
Almost 2,000 desks.
That's not good.
So that's a disastrous situation for us. And so year groups are coming together. Yeah. In fact, we have year groups whose is not their time yet to do the project, but they have offered to even donate.
Support.
Yes.
But the vibe in Sweden is solid. Like there's some energy in the Sweden.
When you talk about Swedro, it is Swesco.
Yeah.
And others.
Yeah.
Ouch.
And probably you may even want to say because of our motto, Semper cum optimus, always with the best.
Yeah.
We not compete with the best. We are with the best. We are with them. So any others can join us to be with the best. But currently, as it stands now, if you are mentioning schools in Ghana, definitely Swesco will be part of those names I'll be mentioning.
PSCA Hammond.
Gideon Hammond, yes.
Of Swesco 2006. PSCA Samuel.
When I was in school, I wanted to be SRC president
of the school.
my house master, Tantita. I remember I appeared before the village and said, "Hey, walk out of this room. You are a lazy boy. You don't scrap." That's how come I lost my SRC president.
He has no advantage over you.
No, for now, may so rest in peace.
Oh, Charlie.
It's one man I fondly remember on campus. Tantita. Solid man. Solid man. May so rest in peace.
Gideon Hammond is PSA 2006. We were expecting Professor Ibrahim Zubeiru. There was a challenge with the time. But PSA attendance has stepped in. So all of us will be in Swedro over the weekend to celebrate.
Time is almost up.
Charlie, Samuel, thank you. We'll take a break. When we come back from, I'll be talking to us about music.
This is the City Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
This Easter, as homes fill with laughter, shared meals, and love, pause for a moment and remember a child who has no one to celebrate with. Across Ghana, children in selected orphanages are hoping for care, hoping for comfort, hoping for kindness. You can be the reason a child smiles this Easter. Support the Easter Orphan Project 2026. Your donation in cash or in kind will provide warm meals, clothing, school supplies, and essential care for their well-being. Send your mobile money donation to 0550-900-006 or write a check in the name of the City FM Foundation. You may also bring your donation to Channel 1 TV in Tesano, Accra, Ghana. You can donate milk, sugar, rice, toys, books, or detergent. For more information, visit www.citynewsroom.com or call 0550-900-006 or 0302-226-013. The Easter Orphan Project comes off on Monday, 6th April 2026 and is powered by 97.3 Citi FM with support from Channel 1 TV. This Easter, let your kindness light up a child's life.
In the heart of Africa, where the warmth of our people meets the beauty of our land, there's a pride that soars high. Welcome to South African Airways. At SAA, we're more than an airline. From the golden sands of Cape Town to the thundering Victoria Falls, from the turquoise waters of Mauritius to the pristine beaches of Perth, let South African Airways take you on a journey you'll never forget. As a proud member of the Star Alliance, the world's largest premier airline network, SAA is dedicated to delivering unparalleled passenger services of the highest standard. South African Airways, proudly South African, where every journey begins with Sawubona. We see you.
Kuma has always dreamt of commanding his own military forces.
Attention! Eyes right, stand at ease.
Because that dream is still a vision in progress, he spends his time commanding his money with the EcoBank mobile app.
Operation Supplier Payment. Dispatch 1,000 units of currency from Accra to Benin. Move! Move!
Sometimes he wants a little extra control so that he can buy only what he needs.
Command Center mobile app. Activate virtual card protocol and initiate payments for sneakers and t-shirts. Abort mission for leather coat payment.
Even when the general is fast asleep, his standing order marches out to sort his bills. With the EcoBank mobile app, you can command your money to make safe transactions in Ghana and across 33 African countries. Download the EcoBank mobile app on the Play or App Store today.
By the left, about turn.
EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank. EcoBank will never call or send an SMS asking for your PIN, OTP, bank card, or Ghana card details.
Feel the energy and reconnect with your roots this March at the Back to Your Village Food Festival 2026. Join us for a celebration of Ghanaian culture and cuisine from all across the country. Northern, Akan, and Southern villages will all be represented. It's more than just food. It's about culture, family, and memories that last a lifetime. Let's come together this March to discover the flavors that make us who we are. The date is 28th and 29th of March 2026. Venue is the A4 Sutherland Children's Park. The time is 10 a.m. through till 6 p.m. each day. Interested vendors can register by calling 0205-973-973. The Back to Your Village Food Festival 2026 is powered by Channel 1 TV with support from 97.3 Citi FM and is proudly sponsored by EcoBank, Gino, Gidi Shito, and Munchie Biscuits.
When you hit the road, anything can happen. Drive with motor insurance that's fast, reliable, and always there when it matters. Whether it is comprehensive motor insurance, third-party fire and theft, or third-party only, Provident Insurance will sort you out. Insure or renew from January to March and enjoy fuel coupons and exclusive branded souvenirs. Terms and conditions apply. Drive confident, drive protected. Visit any Provident Insurance branch nationwide, our agency outlets, or licensed brokers. You can also call 050-937-4928 for inquiries or visit providencegh.com for more information. Remember, Ghana card is required for individuals and TIN number for corporate clients and for all motor insurance transactions in line with NIC directives.
With Provident, man, you're covered.
This is the City Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation. This is the City Breakfast Show.
After 9 and Chartered Institute of Bankers Ghana, CIB Ghana, proudly presents the second edition of the National Banking and Ethics Challenge. It's happening on the 26th and 27th of March 2026 as part of the 2026 Professional Banking Education Activities. National Banking and Ethics Challenge Quiz is an initiative of Chartered Institute of Bankers Ghana designed to promote ethical, digital, and financial literacy among tertiary university students. Because in Ghana, this exciting competition will bring together 12 universities from across Ghana. As students showcase their knowledge in banking, finance, and ethics while promoting public financial education. The preliminary stage will take place on Thursday, 26th March 2026, followed by grand finale on Friday, the 27th of March 2026. And the venue is at the CIB Ghana Auditorium in East Legon. Corporate institutions and organizations are invited to partner with CIB Ghana through sponsorship. Support this initiative aimed at nurturing the next generation of ethical and trusted professionals. The National Banking and Ethics Challenge 2026 is proudly organized by the Chartered Institute of Bankers Ghana. For sponsorship opportunities and more information, please contact Sharon Gaitua on 050-633-9248. Or via email sharon.gaituah @cibgh.org. So tell me, are you ready to take your career to the next level? You want to add that powerful legal edge to your professional toolkit? The University of Ghana School of Law has officially opened admissions for post-first degree, LLB, and master's programs. With a first degree from any recognized institution, you are eligible to join us. Our programs are built for everyone, whether your background is in business, science, arts. You do not need a prior law degree to apply. Yes, for the post-first degree LLB, the deadline is Sunday, 31st March 2026. And for the master's program, deadline is Sunday, 31st July 2026. Classes are specially designed for working professionals from Monday to Friday, 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. You can work all day and lead by night. UG School of Law provides a global legal education right here in Ghana with international partnership with Ivy League giants like Harvard, Columbia, and UPenn. So call the amazing Naomi on 053-133-0203 or WhatsApp Oba on 055-137-1319. Like Sky always says, tell me what's up, Oba. It's all about business, legal business. Visit law.ug.edu.gh. Don't just watch the future happen. Come shape it with us. Join the University of Ghana School of Law today.
I just palm wine, at the Fomboko. Welcome once again to the sound of our identity. We're still in the Heritage Month. I'm Frema Edunyame. And just gone by is Hineme. This is how the Inchinchim band, breathe life into some of these old songs. Now, Hineme is one from the legendary, the late Kwadwo Akwabwa. Kwadwo is no more, but we thank God for his life, and we thank God that he gave us a replacement before he left. So Kwadwo Akwabwa is God, but Kwabena Akwabwa, his son, is right here with us. No, and Hineme is a song he's doing, telling his loved one that open the door for me because I'm coming. Whatever I amass, in this life, I give it to you. In the song, he talks about Osibrekete. Osibantama Krutia Hineme. Do you know what that means?
No, unless you are.
So, history has it that Bantama, according to history, wasn't a town like we have it today. Oh. And when we the royal leaders died, traditional leaders, in Asanteman, so the Utumfos, the Nanahema, when they are no more, we take them to Bemu.
Okay.
Now, Bemu is where we bury the royals. Now, Bemu or Bantama. It's At that time, we didn't have a lot of people in Bantama like this. The person who sat at the Bemu, Bemu, you can't just walk to Bemu like that. So it's under lock and key, so somebody takes care of the place. That was a Jubi. Now, a Jubi mrane any Kiti. You understand? So before you can go to Bemu, a Jubi has to open, I was a Jubi hiniwo, and somewhere to me back. Enti osibrekete osibantama krutia. Eti a Jubi asem kete and na yeken. So when you bring it to your loved one, if the lady decides not to open the door to her heart, you can't enter. So just like you have to go to them for Kete to open the door for you equally have to ask your loved one to open the door for you. So this is Hineme by Kwadwo Akwabwa. But we also have another legend, this one is alive. Amanziba.
Very much alive.
Amanziba preaches unity. Biakoye. Omeyi sebeye ya. We need everybody from CPP to PFP to NPP to NDC to PNC to everybody, to independent, to movements, to everybody. We all need to come together. If Ghana will grow, it cannot be before Asante for and cry for. We are all one people. This is the Ghana we want to build. Biakoye by the legendary Amanziba, and this was released sometime in 2013 thereabout, and it was on the Demara. You remember Demara? Demara. So it was on that album. Biakoye in Chinchim Omiyanko.
No mind to put on your pressure, no may you see matter. You see what you feet it here now, Fauzi. You see me asking me and you, baby. Oh, dear, and you're to know what I'm yeah, Papa, I'm coming out. What's me? What coming in? I am found out. Yes, you know she and Tamura. No, you see matter. You see what you yes, ya fauzi, it's me at me and you, baby. Oh, baby, you're the one up for yeah, for sending to me now. What me walk coming in a young fan now. You can do, yeah, for that you can come on show, crack. No man, you see, you see much. Was it sweet talks, the money, questioning inside, oh, boy. I saw yes and Ukunu oine. Oba Besia, when you know, you know, da. I saw yes and when you say, where you there. Sani and I want to say, well, you know, da.
Teacher Mansa yedina kosuku de onko ya ketesia fefe now so but this is advice to everybody, especially our young ladies coming up, you know. So this is a beautiful tune, Ntase by Ben Brackon. This song was released sometime in the 1987 era. You know, it's on the Bayer album, and it just talks about the fact that your parents take you to school, or now we can say that your family, your parents mean well for you. And so with everything that you are doing, let's pay attention to the advice that we have. Akofenyinsen enye kunu anso enimnyam owo hen aketesia wunyansan wontase owo hen ntie bibia na amweni adaho na yeraba fefel ananya de dema not. You know, talking about that, Adani Best also has an interesting one. Yes. He says sewo bre na unya eneye ewiase no yensetia nyina enyepe.
Never.
We all have our timetable and, you know, and our own marking scheme for life. So don't use somebody's marking scheme for your exam. We are talking about two different things. Yeah. So, you know, I would just leave you for you to bless us with Adani Best sewo bre na unya. And that song is on the Matthew, remember Matthew?
Yeah.
Matthew, yes, it's on the Matthew album. Maybe some other time we'll look at Matthew itself. But let me leave you in the good hands of the Chin Chin Band. This has been another wonderful episode of The Sound of Our Identity. We are still in the Heritage Month, and we are bringing our music alive, learning all about the lyrics, the lessons that we can take from this. I'm Frema Edunyame. Catch you sometime.
It is a
Ago.
Oh, and that will be my favorite of the series so far with Frema and in Chin Chin Band with some of my favorite songs. Oh, and this band is good. My goodness, thank you for doing the listening. This is the City Breakfast Show on 97.3 City FM. My name is Caleb Kuda. We have the whole house in today. I'll be handing over to JB. Take care of your mid-morning as your companion at work. See you tomorrow. Keep your dial here, 97.3 City FM, relevant radio always. My name is Caleb Kuda. Many thanks to the entire team. Fred Teteja Bano, Shiba Abba, Benin, Samuel Akomensa, Godfred Abeku Odum, the richest man. Now you're a big man. Many blessings. Have a blessed day.
To do, you know, Ramasa, you know, Yasantwa, you know what a show. Get a hit, get a bike, get a tube, get a Sudan, what a show. I'm going to cover you over here, I forget, I get you over here, I'm in your friend. I'm going to cover you over here, I forget, I get you over here, I'm in your friend. I'm a Gaminian Matu, I'm a Gaonian Motu, I'm a Gaonian Watumo. I'm a Gaminian Matu, I'm a Gaonian Watu, I'm a Gaonian Watumo. I'm a Gaonian Watumo, we not a catch you over where we're going. And then it's on your mama. And then it's on your mama. And then it's on my mama. And then it's on your mama. And then it's on your mama. And then it's on my mama.
More variety. City 97.3. Accra.
This Easter, the Platinum Bay Hotel, in collaboration with Girl Boss, presents the Bay Easter Experience Ranch Edition from Friday the 3rd to Sunday the 5th of April 2026. All roads lead to Platinum Bay Hotel. You're in for a good treat with fun activities including candle making, quad biking, cycling, movie under the stars, spa session, cowboy-style afternoon party, and so much more. Tickets packages cover accommodation, full board meals, and access to all activities for all 3 days. For more inquiries, call 054-573-7939 or 054-461-5989. Remember, venue is at the Platinum Bay Hotel, Abokobi, Sesame. See you there.
As part of Heritage Month 2026, we bring you the On-Air series, Our Culture, Our Story, Our Identity. In week 1, the sound of our identity. In week 2, our past, our power. In week 3, faces of the nation. In week 4, what we eat, who we are. The Heritage On-Air series 2026, Our Culture, Our Story, Our Identity will air every Monday to Thursday on 97.3 City FM at 9 a.m. and on Channel 1 TV at 10 a.m. The Heritage On-Air Series 2026 is powered by Channel 1 TV with support from 97.3 City FM and is brought to you by GCB Bank, GTP, Bethel Dental, and South African Airways.
This is the story of Anthony Owusu-Ansah and his delivery business, Shark Express. What started as one man's dream is now a thriving same-day delivery business that serves hundreds of families. Through financing, mentorship, business networks, and market access, Absa is helping businesses like Shark Express grow, create jobs, build futures, and deliver joy across Ghana. Behind Anthony's success isn't only hard work, it's having the right partner like Absa. From funding to guidance, Absa stands with entrepreneurs who dare to dream.
We see your story and we invite you to write it with us. Your story matters. Absa.
Technology that's made for you, style that fits your life, and prices made for real people. Hisense brings you a complete range of home solutions. From powerful air conditioners that keep you cool to smart televisions that bring entertainment to life. Energy efficient refrigerators, reliable washing machines, modern electric and gas cookers, microwaves, irons, kitchen essentials, and so much more. All designed with innovation, durability, and everyday affordability in mind. With Hisense, you don't just buy appliances. You invest in quality you can trust. Backed by up to 5 years manufacturer defect warranty for peace of mind. Remember, all genuine Hisense products are sold in-store only. Customers are advised not to engage in online purchases, as it would be at their own risk. Visit your nearest Hisense showroom today. Hisense, everyday prices for everyday people.
City 97.3. More variety. City 97.3. Accra.
This is Brunch in the City, your smooth companion at work.
I feel sweet, you feel sweet, it's amazing. I have no skin and I feel everything, it's amazing. I feel good when you feel good, I knew I would, and it's amazing. I've wanted this for so long. Now the deed has been done. Shall rise with the sun. Spend our time as one. Now there is no sin in anything. It's amazing. I love everything, it's all amazing. I feel you, do feel you. I understand when they say we're born again, because I stay born again, I'm born again. It's amazing, it's the best thing. It's glory, yeah, it's life changing. It's the best thing. It's glorious. It's life changing. It's beginning.
morning, good morning, good morning. 18th of March 2026, and you're tuned into Brunch in the City on 97.3 Citi FM. I'm Jennifer Barr, you can call me JB, and it's a pleasure coming your way this morning. Today is Worship Wednesday, and Wednesday has been declared the best day of the week by the class. Very subjective, but it's okay. I'll take it like that. Today we're going to be playing you some worship songs. We're going to be worshiping our Maker and just really being in the mood of thanksgiving. Also, it's Heritage Month. We'll be having some interviews during the show, talking about all things that make us Ghanaians. So before we get into our very first song, there's something I'd like to ask the class. What's that one thing that you love about being Ghanaian? You wouldn't trade it for anything in the world. Also, for the scripture for today is a scripture I know everyone knows very, very well. It's from Psalm 23, verse 1. I'm reading from the Amplified Version. It says, "The Lord is my shepherd, to feed, to guide, and to shield me. I shall not want." So today, share some of your favorite scriptures with me as well. 0539-986-996. Don't forget to also let me know one thing you love about being a Ghanaian. The WhatsApp line is 0539-986-996. We're going to start off with Akese Brimpong and the Bethel Revival Choir. It's the Ewe Bongo Worship.
Every nation, every tribe, and every tongue, we call it ethnodoxology. Let's do this. You wanna wave your hand in the air from side to side, everybody. Asia.